And you just have to sign in. Sign in. Da, 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 da.
I know today, no matter what is happening, things will all go my way. I see heaven and I don't have to wait for you to recognize that love resides in this place. Why not listen ahead? Why you making that face? You be tripping too, but you think about something different. Why you making just relax with it, ain't no accidents, it's just all for the
Heaven high, everybody. Welcome. Heaven high, everybody. Thank you for tuning in today. I am super excited about my guest today. She is a whole lot of things. First and foremost, a beautiful sister, powerful sister. She's an astrologist. She's a abundance manifester, a life coach, a business coach, a cosmic baddie, a human design reader, an abundance activator, a whole bunch of things. And she is here with us today, Miss Laurén Janelle. Heaven high.
Heaven hi, Tangie. Thank you so much
goodness.
for having me.
Thank you for coming. Let me tell y'all, a couple of years ago, maybe, I don't know, was it 2 years ago? Child, the angels were beating me down. Boom, bam, boom, bam. Not to beat me down, but to build me up. And I'm trying to figure out what it is that I need to be doing, what I'm doing wrong, because I'm doing everything that I think I should be doing, every single solitary thing. And I'm on Instagram and I find Miss Laurén. And just in case you're interested, she has a complimentary interview that she does that's no charge. And that was good because I didn't have any money. And this complimentary interview, we talk because I know that I need help. And I can tell by her Instagram at Laurén Janelle.
.co, I think. Yeah.
Yes, I can tell by her Instagram that she can help me. Plus, my angels led me to her. So we're talking, and I'm telling her, all about my acting and what I've done and what I'm doing now and what the angels are telling me. And she listens real sweet. She listens. And then she tells me, this is what it looks like. She's like, I'm on my path, right? This is what it, and I said, no, I got to be doing something wrong because why? And she said, Tangie, this is what it looks like. And she has this fabulous group, y'all, the Cosmic Baddies. And I'm not one that usually likes to be in groups with a lot of people. And I said that to you that day too.
Yeah.
And you said, just try it, Tangie, just try it. It is awesome. You get readings. You get access to all her videos. She has so many meditations. You get your astrology read. You get to learn astrology. It is absolutely awesome. And so I couldn't wait to introduce her to you today. There you go. I had to say it.
Thank you so much. Yeah. And this is what it looks like. Look at you with your podcast doing it.
Yeah, this is what it looks
like. Yeah. And
I just had to keep going.
Yeah. And I think it's 1000%. I think the reason why that's one of the mantras that helped me and I try to share it with so many people is because, we're really heavily programmed to judge where we are. And we have this like idealistic idea of like the come up or, like landing it big or whatever. And like, not to say that doesn't happen, it does. But when you're someone, especially like on a spiritual path and like yourself, right, who you also know you're here to uplift people and speak life into people. Many times teachers, practitioners, healers, whatever, go through these sorts of like rites of passages. And I truly believe we sign up for them, you know, before we even incarnate on Earth. We're like, Source, I want to go to planet Earth and help people. Source is like, okay, well, in order to help people, you know what you're going to have to do? You're going to go through X, Y, and Z, because that's going to be part of your story in order to make you a really great teacher, you know? And when you let yourself kind of zoom out and get out of the humanness of it, you know, the emotions of it, which Earth is dense, it's heavy, and we take it personal because it does suck. You know, it can get really hard. But when you let yourself zoom out into the higher perspective and see the bird's eye view and look at your story and see yourself the way the angels and Source sees you, you just see love and you just see expansion and you just see, oh yeah, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Yes. And you know, I found when I'm open to it, I get little messages along the way that let me know I'm actually on my path.
Right.
When I'm kicking and screaming, it's like when you're in labor. If you're kicking and screaming, it's going to hurt. But if you breathe, then it's better.
Absolutely. It's better. Yeah. And that's so good, because really what it is like, you know, there's so many frequencies are like radio stations that you can tune into. So if you're tuned into the radio station of judging your current reality, of hating where you are, you're not able to hear the messages, right? You're not able to like experience the synchronicities because you're not vibrating at that frequency. So when you finally just say, okay, you know, Abraham Hicks talks about when you just say, I give up. And it's not like a give up out of like, I don't trust this, but it's a give up out of I surrender up my egos trying to figure it out, or I surrender up my lower self's, you know, judgment of where I am. And when you do that, now you're seeing yourself as Source sees you. You're seeing your path as Source sees your path. And now you can actually hear and see and experience the synchronicities.
Yes. You know? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And sometimes I think for people like me that really practice what we learn, I think this is bad to say, but my mother, I remember years ago, my mother went water skiing. She's on the water and she wanted to stop. She couldn't swim, but she wanted to stop. And they kept saying, let go, let go, let go. And she was scared. So they jerked the boat. She let go and the boat came in. And so for me, maybe, just maybe sometimes in the past, it had to get really, really hard in order for me to say, okay, I'm done. Right. I'm done. I give up. I'm just going to be a human. No more Tangie, no more mommy, no more actress, no more healer, no nothing. I'm just going to be a human and y'all figure it out. And then it happens.
And then it happens. Yeah.
Please,
so good.
Please tell me, how did you start your journey?
Well, it started exactly how we're talking. Like, I gave up trying to do what I thought I was supposed to do. You know, I was on a totally different path than this. I fought this for a long time. I really resisted it because I didn't really want to be known as the like woo-woo girl, or I didn't want to be known as the astrologer, or the spiritual tools that I was using for myself. I kind of was like in the closet about it. Like, I didn't want to share it with other people. And I really had two major spiritual awakenings. The second one, most recent in 2020, is the one that really pushed me into this work. And that was when I had, you know, one of my tower moments where I was working in corporate and I was working in New York, but I hated that job. I hated it. I didn't want to do it. And I remember I was trying to quit for so long. And I remember on break pulling cards for myself, like, I want to quit. And all the cards were like, wait, just wait, just wait. And I'm like, no, I'm doing it right now. So I go inside, type up my like resignation letter, turn it in, and they are like begging me, like, please, like, stay with us a little bit longer. So I'm like, okay, fine. Sure enough, like 2 weeks later, COVID happens and we get laid off. But because we got laid off and I didn't quit, I got unemployment. So that
Wow.
so that unemployment was super necessary, because also it was like a series of events. I kid you not long after that, the guy that I was seeing passed away, and I got kicked out of my apartment. Because I had, when he passed, I graffitied like a portrait of him. I got kicked out for graffitiing the apartment. So I lost my job. The guy I was seeing passed away. I got kicked out of my apartment. And so I was forced to come to Texas, where I really did not want to come back to. I hated Texas. I like ran from Texas for years, but I came back. Since I had this little unemployment, I was like, okay, you know, what do I want to do with my life? And I'm applying to jobs, like the standard marketing, nothing's working. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm just like, okay, well, I have this unemployment money. Why don't I start my first business, which is Laurén Juniper. And it's like candles and self-care, like magic candles and oils. And I kind of dumbed it down a little bit because I was scared of my family finding out that it was like super witchy, because I come from a very conservative military family. But it helped me get my feet wet in terms of doing something I wanted to do that was a little bit spiritual, and it helped me start creating social media and all these things. Well, I was still kind of struggling financially, and so I just started again, like kind of naturally posting videos of me talking about astrology and manifesting and quantum jumping, these tools that I had learned for myself. I finally leaned into it because I wasn't getting any work. Like nothing was happening. I'm getting eviction notices. I'm on food stamps. I'm door dashing. Like nothing is working. So I finally just listened, and I would be like in between door dashes, and in between my door dashes, I would just go in my car and say affirmations to the camera, post it on TikTok, and things started blowing up on there, you know? And people don't realize, like during that time, some of my best content, like millions of views, when I was going through it, you know? And it's it just naturally, everything naturally started unraveling when I finally surrendered into the idea of doing that. So people, I didn't even have services up yet. People just started reaching out to me because I was posting affirmations and astrology. And I was just like, well, maybe there's something here, because I'm not getting any work. And so, you know, it was just a little bit more. I remember it went from like getting an eviction notice every single month. Like I knew I would get it every month. And I'm talking like a month. I knew it was going to happen. Like, okay, the eviction notice comes, but I have 2 weeks to get the money before I actually get kicked out.
Wow.
It was like a warning. Like if you don't get your money, it wasn't even 2 weeks. It was like, you have 7 days. And if you don't do it, but you know, within these 7 days, you're kicked out. So I always knew I had that time. So I would bust my butt. I would be door dashing like 10 hours a day. I would be making TikToks, and slowly it went from eviction notices to every month to once, and then eventually none, to eventually having income, to eventually being able to support myself, to getting off food stamps, to where I am now, you know, which is even better than where I was financially when I was working corporate. So yeah, that's kind of how it happened. I didn't plan for it. I really resisted it because I do think, well, I don't want to say that. I was going to say I could have years ago did it, but it happened the way it was supposed to, you know. But that's the story, really.
Wow. 2 questions came to mind. The first question, on your human design, did you see where, okay, so we haven't really talked about human design, but y'all should check out human design. It's pretty amazing. They have who you were created to be 6 months in birth, and who you were, how you're living your life right now, right? Or who you were created to be at birth, right?
Yeah.
Who you are right now, is that who you are created to be? Have you looked?
So I don't know much about the 6 months and birth part. I don't know that aspect, to be honest.
Or like, look at this, watch this. I'm gonna show you this. You see my design and personality. Was that your your design. Is that
Yes.
who you are living your life as right now?
Absolutely. I would definitely say so. I would definitely say so. I think it's like, it's, how do I phrase this? I think what it is it's your energy type in terms of how you are designed to best flow. So everyone has this kind of innate template within them.
Yes.
And it's about like, if you do decide to kind of honor that a bit more, then you will experience a bit more flow in your life. And what I would like to think is the current system in place, the matrix, whatever the fuck you want to call it, tends to disconnect people from that innate template that they all have within them. Because human design all kind of points to similar truths in that, like, follow your highest excitement, like, you know, your sacral chakras, you know, because the sacral, is it defined or is it not defined? That'll tell you how much energy you have and things like that. And our system, the current system that's, you know, capitalistic, patriarchal, doesn't take into account that everyone has different energy levels within them.
I agree.
It's all just like burnout, 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 you know.
I
But yeah, I would definitely say, because you and I were both projectors.
Yes.
And
but I'm open all below.
right.
So no
Yeah.
sacral. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Tell me
Yeah.
why I love you so much, because you have that, right?
I don't have my sacral. So I don't have all projectors don't have a defined sacral. That's actually what makes us projectors. Actually, we don't have defined sacrals. So yeah, I'm a splenic projector, which means the spleen is kind of like your knowing. It's like you have a strong knowing and a strong gut feeling. It's almost like animalistic, where you just know. And so
See, I have none of that.
yeah. The mental projector. Yeah. So the mental, you're very like cerebral up here. Uh-huh.
But that's probably why you feel so good to me, because I can feel that part. You know, I can walk in the room, I can feel that good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's just a reflection of you. You know that.
Yes.
You know that.
How did you work through I've heard you say before that you were hesitant because of how your family might feel. I was hesitant about doing Heaven High podcast because I've been able to have conversations. I can talk to anybody. You can be in the Hinduism, Christian, atheist, Baptist, Pentecostal, I can talk to anybody. But here you hear my thoughts. And I was like, but then now I'm just breathing through it. How were you able to work through that?
Honestly, it's still a work in progress. It's still a work in progress. It's definitely come a long ways. I think there's a lot of things I've had to come to terms with my family, and with my mom in particular. The thing is, my mom is actually incredibly, like, intuitively gifted as well, but she denies it. She'll acknowledge it in some ways. Like, I always grew up, we moved a lot. I'm a military kid. And there was like this saying in my family that if mom will dream about the house and then we'll find the house. So she's very intuitive, but she rejects a lot of it. And so, yeah, it's hard to explain because I've had to come to terms with the fact that my mom just doesn't understand. Like, she genuinely just doesn't understand what I do. She's older, so she's not online. She has an idea, but she doesn't get it. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. She genuinely doesn't get it. She's like, you help people manifest by thinking about it.
Yes.
And what I've come to realize is, because it operates, going back to the radio analogy, because it operates at a different frequency, she literally can't see it. She literally can't see it. So I've stopped trying to have her validation. And it's one of those things where they know it's outlandish. They know it's weird. They don't understand it. And in the beginning, it was really, really tough because, especially as I'm like door dashing, but then going live on TikTok and stuff, my mom would call me and she would like cuss me out and be like, you need to get a job, and hang up on me. And it would be really hard because, you know, my family, no one supported me. And now it's to the point where they don't get it. They know I'm doing well, but they don't understand it. And we don't talk as much about it. To be honest, my partner kind of bridges the gap, which is, I really think that's why he was brought into my life. You know, when it's not your own child, you're a little bit more open to listening.
Yes.
And so he's able to come in and he can say some crazy, outlandish spiritual stuff. And they're like, oh, that's really interesting. If I say it's like, there goes Laurén again.
Yes.
So I'm really grateful to have him because, you know, I didn't have that in the beginning, and he bridges the gap, and they're more receptive and they're open. My mom tries to understand, and when she does, she almost gets upset. And so I'm like, okay, we don't have to talk about it much anymore. And I don't even, it's fine. Cause like I said, even when I started my business and now, I've realized it's its own sacred thing. I don't need to, it doesn't need to make sense to everyone. And I don't need to like convince anyone of anything.
Y'all hear that?
You know,
it doesn't need to make sense to anybody. You don't have to convince anybody of anything.
You really don't. You really don't. And once you kind of just, the only way I can explain it is before I used to feel like I was going to war with my mom to talk about these things. And when I decided to like put down the sword and to stop convincing and fighting, she also appeared softer in my reality. And so we're at a place now where she's understanding as much as she can. Yes. And that's really it. She's not online, so I don't have as much of a fear about like, what are they going to think about this? You know, she's older, and so she's not really online like that. And that's how I deal with it now. I'm just past the point of trying to convince them. And luckily now, since I'm doing okay financially, I don't get the phone calls getting cussed out to get a job, being called crazy, you know. But that was my own rite of passage. And I realized that she was reflecting in me my own fear and my own judgment, and my higher self created that. Like, are you going to do it anyways? Are you still going to do it even though the people closest to you are telling you you're batshit crazy and they're telling you that it's not going to work? Are you going to believe anyways? And so her higher self kind of served that role to help me, you know.
And do you think it might have gotten rid of some ancestral something? Yes,
absolutely. Absolutely. I think so. Because, you know, like I said, my mom is intuitive. So I get a lot of it from her, and she just doesn't realize it, you know. So me deciding to do it anyways, I would like to think it's healing to our ancestral lineage, and also just deciding to do things differently, show people that it can be done differently, show them that my parents, they're both military. They were both Air Force, both like hardcore Baptists. Yes.
Oh, yes.
And so this was just so ridiculous and outlandish. And and my mom is a control freak, like hardcore Virgo.
Oh.
So it drove her nuts. But I've always been the rebellious kid. I was always the black sheep. Like, I'm sure you can probably relate to this.
Yeah. So it's like, that's just Tangie. That's just Tangie. Tangie.
And what a gift to be that person for your family.
Yes. How did you get, okay, this is another thing about being a cosmic baddie. You get your astrology read.
Yeah.
Amazing. And it's typed out so you can read it. You can copy it and paste it. You can take a picture and put it on the wall. And Laurén has a way of doing it where she lets you know you're prepared for what's coming, but she doesn't stop you at the pain. So you have something to look forward to. So when did you start getting into astrology? Were you into it before? Because you were doing the tarot cards before, because you said you were at your job, like, should I leave? Should I stay? Should I leave?
Right.
And I am curious as to how a little Baptist girl got involved in that. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God. Well, I was questioning Christianity from a young age. Like I remember being really little and the little things just didn't, I'm sure you can relate to this. You know, we had a dog and I'm like, when Sammy dies, is he going to go to heaven? My dad's like, no. And I'm like, why? You know, there were other things that didn't make sense to me. Like I remember being young and knowing about like Buddhist monks that are like super zen and peaceful. And I'd be like, do they go to heaven? He's like, no. And I'm like, what? Like, this doesn't make sense. I'm like, this God seems really mean. Like, it's not clicking, you know, it's just not resonating. And so astrology actually came first for me. I want to say I was young. I was probably like 11 or 12. I used to love like Teen Vogue magazines. And so we would be like at the grocery store, you know, that how they would have the little magazines. They still do, but the magazines when you're checking out. So I grab them and like flip to the back and go to the horoscopes page. So that's how I like started. I would just real quick, like in line, like look, and then like put it back. And then eventually when I was a little bit older, probably like freshman in high school, me and my friends, we used to go to, you know, like Barnes and Nobles. And I had this one friend, Christian, and me and him, he was super into astrology too. And I'll never forget in Barnes and Nobles, or maybe it was Borders, one of those, we used to get this like crazy huge astrology book and we would just flip through it. And that was the first time I learned you don't have just a sun sign, you have a moon sign and a Mercury. And I remember my mind was blown. Like we sat in silence and just read it for hours and hours and hours. And I'm like, this is crazy. And then it started talking about age of Aquarius. And I'm like, oh my God, age of Aquarius. Like the world's going to end. Like, you know, it didn't say like the world's going to end, but it was talking about the old paradigm of the world will end. And then the new world.
We're in right now, right?
Yes, exactly. What we're in right now. But it scared the crap out of me. But I was also so fascinated. So I would teach myself astrology that way by just going to Barnes and Nobles with my bestie, and we would just read and learn. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
One other thought. This man that you have, your partner.
Yes.
When did he come in the picture? And did you do any affirmations or manifestations for him?
Yeah. So let's see. Carson came into the picture almost 2 years ago. So I wasn't looking. However, I have always wrote my intentions. Like, okay, you know, I used to write stupid stuff though. Like I never wrote any of the like materialistic, which I'm not necessarily against, but it wasn't like, he's got to look like this. He's got, you know, a lot of people do that and that's fine. I wrote stuff about like my insecurities, like he loves my stretch marks and like things like that. I would write down because I was really insecure about stuff like that, like stretch marks on my legs. And I was like, I want to feel like the guy loves me, you know? So I wrote things like that down.
Yes.
And so yeah, about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, I was invited to an open mic here in Austin. I'm at a so the open mic in Austin, it was like a spiritual open mic. There's a lot of spiritual creators here in the Austin area. And one of my friends, oh, absolutely. A lot of the people you see online, they live in Austin. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Absolutely. Black people too. Not as much Black people. I wish there were more Black people, to be honest, especially coming from, I lived in Brooklyn. So then coming here, but there are. And so yeah, I had went to the open mic and there's this little white boy performing. He's got like long blonde hair. He's got a little bucket hat where you can't really see his eyes. And he's performing and he's singing this like really cool song. And I'm like, who is this? Like, who is this person? You know? And it was like this really weird magneticism I've never felt before. I've always been, it's not picky, but you know how you were saying before, you can just like feel the energy of a room. Like you can just feel people's vibe. And I've always known when I've been on a date with a guy, I can tell almost instantly, like this is not it,
Yes. Yes.
And I had never felt this feeling before of just like, oh my God, like, who is this? He jokes with me all the time that I couldn't even look him in the eye. Like, I was so shy because it was like, I couldn't look at him. And yeah, so we got introduced and I was like, I need to get your Instagram. Like, you're so cool. And it's funny because in Austin, there was a freeze out, like it was storming. And I texted him, I'm like, hey, we should hang out for the freeze out. And he literally came over. I should say, too, it was on January 11th. It was a new moon. January
Wow,
111 and
111.
111 is like my, or 1111 is like my number. Like all my huge awakenings in my life have always happened like on the 11th. Okay. So yeah, ever since then I was like, we should hang out with the, for the freeze out. Maybe we can just do something chill at home. And we've literally been inseparable ever since. We've been inseparable. And yeah, I mean, relationships aren't easy. Like we have our ups and downs, but yeah, he's taught me so much and I'm so grateful for him because like I said, he actually was a huge healing piece for me and my family. And yeah, he's just super talented. He's so compassionate. He's nothing like at all what I thought I would
be.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be with this like beautiful Black man. And the universe was like, no, this is your person.
I have something else.
I got something else. And yeah, he's been the best mirror to learn from, truly.
Wow.
And he said he loved my stretch marks.
And I love him for that.
Yeah.
Watch this. I got questions about this. Are you ready?
I'm ready. We are about to enter Q4 of this numerological 9-year, and we're pulling up on eclipse season. So what does this mean for you? The best way I can describe a numerological 9-year, it's kind of like when you are moving house and you have to pack up all your things, but you also throw away a lot of stuff. Old things you just haven't used in a really long time, stuff you don't foresee yourself using in the new house. And so as we wrap up the end of 2025, this really is a time of taking stock and reflecting on things you do not need to bring with you in 2026. This is really because we're entering a period where new timelines are coming online. A lot of us who have been doing the work, we've been practicing self-awareness, we've been drawing in new light codes into our body and onto the planet. This is making room for higher belief systems, higher structures to come into place. So as we enter these last 4 months, you really want to be reflecting on what are the old versions of you that no longer serve you. And for a lot of you, this is going to be connected to ancestral patterns, can even lead to upgrades in your DNA. This is old ways of being that maybe our ancestors and our parents had to live through. But those of us who are creating new earth, walking into new earth, we know we don't have to operate in that way. So you want to be looking at your relationship around money, your relationship around abundance, your relationship around being in service to the collective, helping others, your relationship to being in relationships, codependencies. Where are you self-sacrificing for others? It's time to be done. Higher wants to come in. It's time to let go. Do not cling. Make room for more of you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So many things to talk about in there. The time codes and light codes and karmic things and 9-year and oh my goodness, what I got. Because what I know is that I'm here to teach I'm kind of like a bridge for my Pentecostal people and I'm helping them. I'm hopefully doing what your boyfriend does to my audience.
Absolutely, you are.
But when I think what I had to let go of, I think I've been more humble than humility. I've been more, oh, thank you so much, as opposed to thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
But girl, what I need to leave behind. Talk to me. Tell me. Tell me time codes and quantum jumping. And I've been doing the work that I know to do. But how do we know if we've been doing the work? How do these people know if they're doing the work? What is it that we should be doing? But in English.
Yeah, you know, I think it's going to be different for everyone, and it's a good practice of like investigating, learning how to investigate within yourself belief systems that it's time to let go of, you know. And maybe one way that it might help is even thinking about just this idea of like levity, you know, feeling light. And one of my favorite, yes, it's like, oh, I dropped a load off before I
Yes.
enter 2026, you know, and it's like that programming, that heaviness, it's like that stuff's not even mine that I've been
Yes.
carrying. It's mom and
Yes.
dad's, it's our ancestors, it's societies, and not shaming them because they chose to endure those forms of suffering for us to learn to let it go, right? But
Yes.
it's about, well, let me say this. One of my favorite Abraham Hicks quotes is she talks about people think being a light worker means that you have to be a light in a dark place, but that feels heavy. That feels like work. It feels like a mission. It feels like I'm against something. It feels like, you know, oppression almost that I have to overcome. But it's actually about being light, levity, lightness in the body. And that can be hard to step into when you've taught to carry heaviness with you for so long. So fears around money, worries around finding a partner, or your partner not living up to certain standards or whatever, or, you know, your relationship to abundance in other ways. And, you know, that's a big one that we work on in the Cosmic Body Academy, is specifically our relationship to abundance, you know. So abundance does mean financial abundance. So allowing myself to receive, allowing myself to be paid for my gifts, allowing myself
to receive, to
Yeah.
be paid for my gifts. Yes, keep going. I even know, even if like sometimes when people need help, when folk need help, they feel like they please, like they gotta be sad and raggedy and poor
Right.
looking. When you can look great and
Yes.
so you can still stand in your power.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
And that's, you know, when I think about that, asking for help, it's to me, it's like an acknowledgement of like your innate royalty and divinity, you know. So royalty, they have like a team of help because there's so many things they're managing or working on, and that's why they have help, you know. And it's something I've had to learn. And even now to this day, even like leading up to this meeting, where my body is like, rest, Laurén, stop trying to effort, stop trying to do more. You know, it's an ongoing thing. And actually what I've learned is, at least for me, the more I've gone on my spiritual journey, it's about how much less do you think you have to do? How much more can you allow cosmic intelligence, source, to do the heavy lifting for you? And that's what it means to let yourself
How
receive.
much more can I allow? That means with everything that I'm doing, Tangie, with everything that you're doing, what is something that I can let the angels handle?
Absolutely.
What is something that I can trust them to do?
Yes.
Really need to be ripping and running all over the city trying to
1000%. Because
yes.
when you're doing that, what are you signaling to the universe? That you're missing something, that you're lacking something. So stillness, rest, is actually telling the universe that it's taken care of.
Ooh.
But that's really tough when this entire dimension teaches you to stay in
Go,
survival.
go.
And when you do that, you are saying you're in survival mode. And
Yes.
so rest is an acknowledgement that I'm being nurtured by Father, Mother, God. I'm being taken care of. All is well. All is well,
Yes.
so I can rest. It doesn't mean we do nothing, because we still have to
Yes.
show up. We have to be consistent and disciplined. But that yeah, go. What else can I do? What else can I do? What else can I do?
Yes.
You are innately keeping yourself in lack.
What I was finding too, when I was going, and I was doing everything that I thought I should be doing, it wasn't enough.
Right.
It still wasn't enough. You know, it didn't matter how much I did. So it was just like I had to give up. And then I had a point too where I was hearing rest, but I was like, no, I gotta da 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 da. I fell asleep on the highway driving. I almost killed myself with vitamins. You know, all kind of
Yeah.
craziness was happening because I was tired, because I didn't listen.
Yes.
So that's good. So right now you said there is what is it, a 9-year
Yes.
karmic awakening.
Yes.
So we're through the 9 years now.
Yes. So we're at the end of one huge cycle. 2025, I almost said 2015. 2025. It's crazy that it's 2025 actually.
I know.
2025 is the end of one huge cycle. And so 9 years are a year of endings and releases. And as I said in the video, you want to be taking stock of what belief systems, ideas, it could be people, places, and things, not for everyone, but what do I not need to bring with me? 9 is the energy of an ancestral. If anyone has a life path 9 watching, then you are an ancestral curse breaker. Like it ends with you. And so coming back to this year, it's a time of like, okay, what have we learned from this 9-year period? What have we learned and what are we not bringing with us?
I had to see what mine is. Let me see. 10, 10, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm a 6.
Oh, you're a 6.
Oh,
Okay.
I was like, not a 9. I'm a 6.
Well, not okay. Wait, 6s are good though, because hold on. What's your birthday again?
June 4th, 1967. Yes, y'all, I'm 58.
And she looked good. Yeah, you are a 6. So 6s, I don't know much about 6s off top. Let's look it up. I know that 6s though are very compassionate. Okay, here it is. Yes. So nurturing. You are meant to learn a sense of responsibility because 6 does represent like building blocks. Okay.
Okay.
And individuals that are often caregivers or protectors, and also learning how to be a provider. So a lot of 6s have a strong sense of duty, a strong sense of responsibility. Yeah. Is there anything else? You're a really great nurturer. You're someone who's good at helping people, which we know because you're a projector. A lot of projectors are coaches, healers, practitioners, because projectors upgrade other people. You can upgrade people. But yeah, you seek balance and harmony. Yeah, so 6 represents harmony, like we said. Many life path 6 possess artistic talent and an appreciation for beauty. Whether through visual arts, music, or other creative expression. And you're often very protective of your loved ones and highly attentive to the needs of others.
Yep. And what I think I needed to leave behind was to stop self-sacrificing.
I think that you actually wrote that in here as one of your challenges. I'm not even joking.
See.
Where is it? Let's see if I can find it for you. Challenges for a life path 6 can include being overbearing, self-sacrificing to the detriment of their own needs.
Yep. And if I see it, and really now looking back over my life, I can really see it. But understanding everything says that I'm here to teach. Even human design, I'm a 3-5.
Yes.
And I'm the great experimenter. So even with that, they said I'm supposed to try things and learn lessons and then share the lessons.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, can we? Yeah. Not what it looks like.
You're like, do I have to go through the lessons part though?
Right. Constantly. Look, the comments. Dang, girl, you guys are deep. We have a life path number 9. Thank you, Char.
Oh, hi, Char. Yeah.
Yes. So if this is a 9-year, even if somebody's a life path number 9, does that mean they're always ending something?
So it's more like over the breath of your life, and it's also just the energy of who you are. So if you're a life path 9, like Shar says in the comments, then you are here to be an ancestral generational curse breaker. Like I said, it ends with you. It ain't like you signed up like Source. I'm ready to go to this lineage and stop that. It needs to end.
Wow.
And I'm the one that can do it. 9s are like humanitarians also, because 9 is thinking about the collective. And yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. Someone who ends generational curses. They end toxic patterns, karmic patterns within families. And it's an ending that has to stop within a lineage. And that's the purpose of a 9.
Now, see, a lot of what I'm hearing is all of us need to know the challenges that we have here, like you said earlier, but I'm really hearing it now. We chose them. So hunker down and breathe through them, because there's a diamond in the center of every single one once we make it to the other side. But if we get mad and kick and scream and holler, then we just stuck in a whole trap.
Yeah. Don't judge it. Don't judge it. Don't judge it. See it as Source sees it. You know, many of the best teachers, practitioners, this is another example I could give. You know, in the Cosmic Baddie Academy, we've had a few of the girls decide to become death doulas. What do you think they've experienced so much of in their personal lives?
Death.
Death. Immense grief.
Yes.
And that's what's going to make them the best healers.
Yes.
And that's what their soul said, I can do that. I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to be a teacher of that.
Yes.
So it all works together really beautifully if you can allow yourself to see the grace and the abundance and the alignment of it all. It's just in our human journey, when you're in it and you're close in it, it feels like it hurts, you know? And I remember that period in my life when I was really having the worst. Let me tell you how bad it got. I'm door dashing and I'm struggling, and door dashing was pretty tiring. I don't know if y'all have done it watching. It can be tiring. And I kid you not, as I'm already having like a horrible week, and then I get in a car accident, literally get in a car accident while I'm door dashing. This was like the lowest of the low, because now I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, I don't have a car. I need to pay my bills. And all I could do, I just remember calling my best friend and telling her, like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, just life, like all of it. And it's funny in retrospect, because she was like, well, you can't leave me. You know? She's like, you can't leave me here. But I remember I went to a reader I've gone to for years and years and years. And well, let me back up a little bit. Before I went to him, I wrote a letter to the universe, Source, my angels, and I was like pissed. I was like, listen, this shit fucking sucks. I'm over it. I want out. I'm mad. Like, I was angry. I was mad. I was like, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
You know? Right. Like, someone make it make sense.
Right.
So then I go and have the reading with this guy, and he's like, did you write like a letter? And I'm like, the angels got my letter. Okay, good. I'm glad they got it. You know,
Right.
Like, oh, my letter made it to heaven. Cool. And he's like, well, he's like, I have a visual of you. It's like the angels are pulling you and you're kicking and screaming. And he was like, you're actually being taken where you want to go, if you can just enjoy the ride a little bit.
Wow.
And everything with the car ended up working out because the guy ran a light. So he ended up having to pay for everything. So that ended up working out fine.
Wow.
And I ended up getting a little bit nicer car, honestly. A little bit. And you know, I just always remember that, where that kind of snapped me out of it, because I was having a temper tantrum, you know, and it is hard. But from the angel's perspective and our higher self's perspective, it's like your soul is thriving. Your higher self is like, yes, we're learning how to be in our power.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, in my mind, I saw a t-shirt with an angel holding on to a girl's leg, and
Mm.
her hair is flaring and she's and on the t-shirt it says just enjoy the ride.
Oh, you need to get on that.
Right. 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 Right.
You need to get on that.
I
That is a
need to
t-shirt.
see
I'll be the first
it.
one to buy.
Oh yes, okay, okay. Which takes oh my goodness, it's 6:50. We
Ah!
didn't get to, we didn't get to talk about I wanted to talk about you being an abundance activator. And
Oh.
y'all gotta check out her meditations. So when they check out your meditations, check join the cosmic baddies. I mean, really, I absolutely love it. I mean, it's just it's so much in there. How did you start doing the meditations?
Um,
Your voice is so soothing too. You
thank
know,
you.
I would listen every single solitary day.
Wow.
Every day.
Oh, that means a
Every day.
lot.
Those little checks off for the
Yeah.
every day. Every
Um,
day.
that
Every
means
day.
so much.
How did
Yeah.
you get into that?
Um, well, how did I mean, meditation just has always been such a huge part of my life. Like meditations is what changed my reality. That's how I learned to quantum jump. Um,
Mm,
that's how I learned. And so I wanted to just start creating it for other people, like making it accessible to people who wouldn't normally meditate or people who think they can't meditate. A lot of people think they can't meditate. And
yes.
so I was like, I'm gonna just make my own, you know? And so they started
Yes.
off as digital products. And yeah, it's just funny how Source works because when I first started making them, I wasn't really getting that many sales. But,
Mhm.
and this is why I truly believe we're really supposed to follow our highest excitement. And then it all makes sense later because at the time, no one was really buying them. And now, you know, they're a huge resource. Um, it's like one of the main pillars in the community that people use.
Yes.
And I have to shout out my partner because he makes all the music.
Oh
So,
yeah.
and
I
the
love
music
him.
is so good. Yeah, the music is great.
You know, everybody that's been on my podcast has either said, no matter what religion, no matter whether they've had a near death experience or they're minister or whatever, they say, follow your joy. You said, follow your highest excitement. They said, follow the path that gives you the most ease. Human design, do what makes you happy. There's a theme in that. Oh my goodness. Even
Yeah.
if it doesn't make sense to somebody else. And you're right, it's so hard to let go of because we admire the people, let go of the thought that we have to make this happen. Or like the people who feel like I can't stick with anything, not realizing they're trying this thing, trying this thing, trying this thing, trying this thing.
Yeah.
Yes, Char says they're amazing. Lo is really that girl. Cosmic Baddies is such an amazing and supportive community. Thank you. Good night, Jim. Thank you for saying it because it really is. It's an
Oh,
amazing group, and the way you set it up, it's really supportive. You
mm,
know, and we comment and post and everything. But
thank you.
the meditations, I love you.
Yeah.
I would listen to Joe, what's his name?
Joe
Dispenza.
Dispenza?
I would listen to Joe. I
Yes.
would listen to Abraham Hicks. When I found Abraham Hicks years and years ago, because I knew things my whole life, but I didn't know how I knew them. And when
Hmm.
I found them, I was like, oh, that's what I've been saying. It felt like, yes, yes. You know, they're mental projectors too.
Really? Oh my gosh. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one day you'll be doing like full channel mode.
Wouldn't that be something? I would love that. I would love that. I would love that. I would love
I
that.
wouldn't be surprised.
When you read the charts, how much time do I have? 6
Oh,
minutes.
I'm not on a time limit, so it's up to
Oh,
you.
good. Oh.
I'm not, I got nowhere to go.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. That makes me feel better.
Yeah,
All
don't
right.
rush.
So, when you are reading someone's chart, is it because you've read my chart before?
Yes.
And good things,
Amazing things. Amazing things.
But tough things too. You say, oh, Tangie, yes, that's why. Okay, I see. And I'm like, is it more?
We all have wounding. We all have wounding somewhere in there. We all got it.
So like with my wounding, because I study with you, so I'm trying to figure out my Chiron and all that stuff, and I know it's some wounding there. How do we know what to work on if we don't know what to work on?
That's a
because like,
so
for me, I try to find the good in everything, and so I kind of float above it all. But if I keep hearing the gotta address the wound, I'm like, well, let me see if I can slip down there and find what it is.
Yeah. It's really important that we look at the wounds because, and I tell everyone all the time, if you are just saying the affirmations and meditating and doing all that and nothing's changing, it's because we need to go in and find that block, because those subconscious hidden blocks are a vibrational match to realities we don't want to experience. They're magnets. They draw in. If you have a wound of feeling unlovable, guess what you're going to experience in your reality? Because you believe you're unlovable. So a lot of people like to, skate past looking at that stuff because it's really uncomfortable. But if you're only doing the meditations and the affirmations, you're piling new energy on top of old energy. You're not becoming a full vibrational match.
Ooh.
You've got to be the version of yourself who's not carrying the weight. Not to say that, I do believe too at the same time, like, yes, when you just bliss the fuck out and you have fun, and absolutely that is going to bring in abundance. However, if you are not looking at the blocks and removing it out, putting your conscious awareness on it, that's also a magnet to experiences and realities, just like the good stuff is. We can't say one works and the other one doesn't. They're all energy.
Yes. So what is something, the visual that I had was, if I say I'm going to give you something to drink and all I have is this trash can, if I dump the trash out and put the drink in there, you're drinking something nasty. I gotta really clean, get it all out in order to get the good stuff in and let it be good for you. Even you still want to be in the trash can.
Absolutely.
So is there a meditation or something that people can do? Like, if they don't know, if they're like, if a person is like, I want to make sure that I don't have any wounds. Because when you do your shadow work, if you know what you're dealing with, like I know with money, I used to look at poor people's houses and say, that's the Lord will make a way house. And then I look at rich people's houses and say, that's a suicide house. And I know I didn't want to be in either one of those houses.
Interesting. Yeah.
So that was something that I had to work on and let go.
Yes.
But what can I do if I don't know what I don't know, what I need to work on?
Yeah. That's a good question. Yeah. And that's a good point too. I think most of us were raised to be that way, right? Like, we don't want to be poor, but we were also taught that money is evil. So then now if you're saying money is bad, you are subconsciously repelling it, right? So what you can do is, there's a series of questions I like to ask myself. I do this all the time. So anytime I feel myself leveling up or wanting to manifest something, but maybe it's like not coming in, or I feel like I'm like hitting a wall, I always ask myself these series of questions. And I want to credit Amanda Francis to this, because I learned this from her. But it falls into one of these key areas subconsciously, and that's why you can't bring it in. So what in me thinks I don't deserve this? Like, is it imposter syndrome? Is it usually, because that's a wound of worthiness. Okay, so what in me thinks I don't deserve this? So maybe it's like the next level of money. Maybe there's a part of me that thinks I'm not good enough. If you don't think you're good enough, you're repelling it. Okay, so that's number
Mm.
one. The second one is, what in me doesn't trust myself? Do I not trust myself having that much money? Or what in
Ooh.
me doesn't trust other people? So if you have a lack of self-trust, that's repelling abundance as well. So what in me doesn't
Mm.
deserve this? What in me doesn't trust myself? What in me do I have a fear of myself or other people? So do I think that if I get rich, that people aren't going to like me? A lot of times, that's why we
Mm.
subconsciously push money away, because we're scared that if we have it, again, the self-trust one, maybe we're scared we're not going to know what to do with it. Maybe we think we can't handle that much money, or we think people won't like us. Those are all subconscious repelling. Or
Mm.
another one is, what in me doesn't think it's easy? So do I think that it's hard? Do I think I have to work hard? Do I think that it's difficult to have the thing? And then what in me doesn't trust the universe? What in me doesn't trust the universe? Do I not believe that Father, Mother, God does? Maybe they're not ever going to give me this thing. Maybe they don't want me to have this thing. Maybe I don't trust that the universe is actually listening to me. I don't think source actually really does have my back. That's a big one. That's a huge one. Most people, even the good manifestors or people in this like spirituality journey, still have a bit of skepticism. A lot of us do. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm really like, is I don't know. And then source comes through every time, and I'm like, damn, wow, source really had my back. But there
Wow.
are moments, if especially in the beginning of my entrepreneurship, where it really got close, where I was like, am I gonna get evicted again? I just got evicted in New York. Is it gonna happen again? Like, I'm getting letters, and I'm like praying, 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 and source never let it happen. It never got that bad. And
Yeah.
now I know I went through that, not to go backwards, but I know I went through that to learn how to manifest money, because that's what I teach. But usually if you ask
Mm.
yourself one of those questions, you'll find it. And I do this with myself all the time.
Mm. Whoosh. Well, you can tell when you were answering asking those questions, I was doing it with me. Another sister who I love dearly, also who was on my podcast, Sonia Marie. She's also an astrologist, and she did my chart. And she looked at me and said, "Tangie, you don't trust yourself."
Mm.
What? But she talked about from not, growing up Pentecostal, you be nice to people, you take care of other people, you be kind. And because I always thought I was an angel here to bless and heal the world, I felt like I'm good. I can handle anything because my angels got me, but I don't know who got you.
Mm.
So I can take it, but I couldn't take it. I didn't want to hurt their feelings, but I didn't realize I was hurting me. So that's mine. When you were asking all those
Mm.
questions, and she said, trust, trust,
Yeah.
trust. And
Yes.
as soon as you said it here, and I have dealt with imposter syndrome too.
Don't we all?
Yes. And a
Yeah.
lot of these gifts, these spiritual gifts, I know for me, it comes through me, not from me.
Absolutely. So beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah. And that's, yeah, when you come here to be someone, which I fully believe you are this, when you're someone here to help create new earth, when you're someone here to help speak life into people, and you feel different growing up your whole life, that's on purpose. That's on purpose, to feel different. And it's to recognize that things in the world aren't right. So we have to experience that contrast of like, why do I feel so different? And it's because things in the world as we know it aren't in alignment for our highest good, if that makes sense.
Yes. I got to write it down. Wow. As we know it.
And so
Mm.
that self-trust is important. So trusting your gifts, trusting what you know, trusting what comes through you. And I say all the time, self-trust is magnetic. People can feel when you trust yourself. People can
Yeah.
feel in your business when you trust yourself. People can feel
Yes.
when you don't. And that's fine. We go through periods of that. It's something we circle back to. I have to come back around to it. There are moments where I'm like, can I really do that, source? Am I really capable of that? And that's when I surrender, like we said earlier. I'm like, it's like you said, it comes through us. It's not even us. It's the divine. It's source. We're an instrument. And so
Yes.
it's not about even trusting ourselves. That's what I've learned. It's how much will you trust the divine? How much will you trust the universe? And that's why you let go of effort. When you stop trying, and that's why I come back to that, because I've learned this more and more in my spiritual journey. It's less efforting. It's less you doing. Cosmic intelligence is always looking after you, always wants you to win. Always, always, always. And so I've talked about this in the Cosmic Body Academy. That's why we admire the word effortless, right? Because it's like this feeling of not trying. And that truly, for me, has been something I've had to learn, where it's like, what if I just stop the efforting? What if I allow source to take control? And that's also a practice of our divine feminine energy as well, because the feminine energy is resting, it's receiving mode. We're supposed to just be our creative little butterfly selves.
Yes. Yes.
You know, we do that to make sure we have that energy, though, of our masculine and feminine within us married, because we do have to show up. We have to, you know, like you've got your shit together. We got to make the live. We got to post it. We got to we have to do that masculine.
Yes.
The next is to lean back and say, I did my part. I did it.
I like that.
Out now. I'm going to watch it work out.
Everything that I'm doing right now is fun.
Good. Yeah.
Everything
is fun.
Yes. Everything. And but there's still a piece of me that feels like I need to be like, you know, like hustling for sponsors or hustling, you know, and that's not my gift.
Yeah. And that part is always kind of there within, and that's called being human, making a living, being an entrepreneur. I have that too. That doesn't go away, you know, so I don't want to paint this picture perfect. That doesn't go away. It's, to me, what I've learned is when your dominant truth, and your dominant vibration is ease. Your dominant truth is that I'm taken care of. But it is okay to think about the things like, okay, sponsors or brands or playing with it, and you just showing up and creating is enough. Like the universe will start dropping in support for you along the way, you know? So yeah, maybe spend some days like, okay, do I, you know, maybe chat GBT it, you know, looking into sponsorships for brands, and show up and try. You know, you're an experimenter, and try, but don't insist like it's got to be this thing. I mean, I can't tell you how much I've learned that in my, you know, going back to the digital products with meditations. When I was making the meditations, they weren't selling yet, but look at what happened. 3 years later, they're a core part of my work. So you've got to trust where you are. And, you know, so going back to this is what it looks like. Trust every single step you're taking is the right step.
I think that's another thing you just hit on for me that I was doing. Like like my one woman show. I did my one woman show and then I stopped. Like I think I'm supposed to continue with something. The podcast, I believe I'll continue.
Good.
You know, because it's so much fun. And I wanted to branch out where I can be in the room with all you powerful people and we can play and have an audience, and I see all these things. But I think continuing. So is it a challenge at any time to handle, because you're in both worlds. You have this business or these businesses, and you're spiritual and intuitive, and you have to kind of marry the two. Is that ever challenging?
Yes. Yes. I mean, you know, well, the first thing I want to tell you is I really want to tell you, keep up the YouTube. Okay. Because keep it up. Because look, the YouTube money, it's the long game, but we don't have to limit it. It doesn't have to be the long game either. It can be the short-term game, but the money, long-term YouTube money.
Okay.
So keep up the YouTube.
Let me write it down, because I love it.
People are making like $300,000 a month on YouTube alone. YouTube pays out. Once you get your views up, and I think they even lowered it to how much you can start making on, or when you can start generating income. So keep up the YouTube. It's, again,
So y'all tell somebody. Hit
share,
like and subscribe and share.
and support Tangie's channel.
Yes,
Okay?
please.
So there's that. What was the other thing that we were talking about?
Oh, that was good.
Now I forgot what I was saying. I lost it. I have a brain fart. I can't remember what we were talking about. We just went off and lost it. That's okay. It'll come back.
Things, try, but don't insist.
It'll come back. Oh, the managing the different worlds.
Yes.
Managing different worlds. Well, I want to say this. So my first business, Laurén Juniper, my self-care store, I actually, as of this year, decided to end it temporarily because it is too much to make well, it's not my highest excitement. It's not my highest excitement. I think it served its purpose. It served its purpose in that I learned what I needed to learn in order to be the practitioner I am now, to help other entrepreneurs. Now I'm not as excited about it, to be honest with you. I feel like it may have expired out of my life. Maybe it'll come back, maybe not. I don't know. So there's that. The other thing is, well, I want to say business is spiritual. You know, I'm sure everyone has heard that before. Business is spiritual. You learn so much about yourself building a business. The limiting beliefs come up, the fears come up. And so there's that. There's also this, I don't know how to explain it when it comes to my spirituality. How do I say this? I sometimes have moments, you know, there's like forms of spirituality where it's like the monks that live on top of a hill, and I forget what they call it when they kind of push the world away, you know. Sometimes I have huge awakenings when you realize this is all an illusion. Like, we're living in a hologram. And I have moments of like, why? Why do anything? But that's not being in service. And I want to always be in service, and it lights me up. It energizes me. You know, sometimes I'll be having a wonky day and I get on a call with a client and it energizes me. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I do this. You know, being a practitioner doesn't mean you feel 100% all the time. You're human, you know, and there's a lot happening in the world. But being in service is the best feeling ever. And so I'm always trying to make sure I move with as much integrity as I can. I try to always pause, especially when it comes to making content, because you do get in your ego. Anyone is lying if they're saying they don't. Okay. You do get in your ego when you have virality. You do want, like, oh, I want to go viral again. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to create positive impact. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to keep yourself in check. And you have to make sure, like, am I doing this for ego right now, or am I doing this to be in service and create positive impact? And going back to the forcing and efforting, whenever I'm like trying, like, I'm gonna go far, I'm gonna do it, that's when it never ever ever happens. So once again, it's when I have to be like, let me go meditate, let me go journal, let me ask source, let me ask the divine what I'm supposed to share, let me go, you know, ask source how I'm supposed to be in service. You know, of course the miracle says, what will you have me do? And so that's how I think it all works together for me. And yeah.
Wow. I really love that. Oh, I'm efforting. This is making me tired. This is wearing me out.
Yeah, and you know, at least for me, I've learned, you know, especially as women, you know, we're like the moon, you know, we have phases. So I've learned when I have the phase of like, oh, I'm excited, I want to talk about this. Like, I just read something in a book, or I just got this download. It's like, yes, I have inspiration. I want to share this, you know? And then, you project your work into the world, and we tap into our masculine energy that creates the content and posts and all that. And then I've noticed, for me, when I do feel like, oh, okay, cool, I did that, and now I'm going to lean back and I'm going to rest, I set the intention now of I'm going to let myself be replenished. Because before, I used to drive myself crazy. Even the days where I have, you know, eviction notices, I'm making TikToks, I would drive myself crazy. Like, I got to post. And I was on the inside, I was in this survival struggles suffering mode. Now
Yeah.
I listen and I say, I'm going to let myself be replenished, and I'll be given, source will tell me when it's time again to act. And so I kind of let myself go through that phase, if that makes sense. And a lot of what I've
Yeah.
learned, when you let yourself do that, time flies. Or how do I explain this? Like, for example, as a content creator, taking like a week off for a lot of content creators is a lot. It's like you should post every day. But the way the internet works, people won't even
Yeah, they won't even know. They won't
people
even know.
don't even notice. And source surprises me every time when I allow myself to rest. And I wish I knew this earlier in my business. 'Cause I would have saved myself a lot of struggle. But source surprises me every time how the client shows up, the person shows up, the partnership shows up when you just let it work out. So it's
Yeah.
about just like getting out of your own way. And usually, I mean, it's just like love, how they say it happens when you're not looking. I have found that with business. When you're
Yeah.
not like, where is it? What do I, da, 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 da. That's when
Yeah.
it naturally happens.
Wow. Yes, and what do you do about um if there are people in your life that wear you out, but you love them?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. I
Do
mean,
you
yeah,
burn
that's my
them
family.
or right, right.
That's my family. I mean, yeah, that's a part of life. I mean, it's a balance. So it's like I try to challenge myself now to when it comes to family, make sure I am showing up for family, you know, going to family events, this and that. But I also make it a point to like practice boundaries and be
Mm,
like, okay, it's time for me to go home, or it's time for me to kind of, it's not about distancing myself, but it's just a boundary. You know, it's just a boundary. If my mom starts going off asking a million questions about my relationship or my business, like, okay, mom, I love you so much, you know, I'm going to talk to you later, you know. And then
yeah.
I usually meditate, call my power back, sometimes do a good spiritual bath. Spiritual hygiene is A1. If you are an empath, if you are a you know, intuitive, sensitive person, spiritual
Yes.
baths, doing your meditations of cleansing, you should cleanse every day, not out of like, oh my god, I gotta cleanse everyone's energy off me, but out of, you know, hygiene. Okay, let
Yes.
me sit in my energy. Let me sit
Yes.
in my energy, and that alone will do the work for you too.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So when you take a spiritual bath, do you put oil in the water or Epsom salt or burn candles or magnesium or
Yeah.
what?
So I'm in an apartment complex, so I don't have a bath right now. I wish I had a bath. Um,
Oh,
I know, but the way that I do it, I actually did it today. The way that I do it, there's a botanica. You know, I'm in Texas, so we have the botanicas. You're in California. Y'all got
yes.
botanicas.
Yes.
So
No.
I go to my botanica, and they have already pre-made spiritual baths. So that's where I get mine. They are pre-made spiritual baths. I'm sure if you look up botanicas near you, and they don't cost that much. They're like less than $10.
What?
Yes. Go to your botanica, tell them you need a good spiritual bath. And
What?
that's, mine has ones for different things. So it has, you know, like evil eye protection. It has a spiritual bath for money, for love. They got everything. And so I do that. And it's like, it comes in like a little, I wish I had it here to show you, but it comes in like a little bottle. And I just take it in the shower with me. And I doused it, you know, in my hands, throw it on my body. I just pray over myself. Also, I mean, you can do this without a, you know, a pre-made one. Some oils that would be good, like rosemary oil is banishing. I want to say like mugwort,
Okay.
um, things like that. But you can even, honestly, you don't even need all that, to be real with you. Like water itself has a consciousness. So even if you just are in your shower and you speak to the water
Yes.
and talk to the water and tell it to remove anything that's not yours, that no longer serves you, that doesn't belong with you, that's not for your highest good, to cleanse it from your aura. Or you can even just listen to a meditation. You know, there are plenty of like cleansing meditations out there. I like to connect with the archangels. ask Archangel Michael to cleanse you of anything that's not yours, that doesn't serve your highest good. I do that almost nightly, you know, connecting to the archangels. But yeah, it's that spiritual hygiene is super important.
Look, I'm like, just like, look, notes,
It
notes,
feels
notes,
good. You
notes,
can feel the
notes,
difference.
notes, notes. I have seen the videos where, and I have tried that, where you take some water and you pray over the water and then
Mhm.
you drink it. Yes. And for years, I haven't done it in a long time. I would do visualizations where I would imagine my angels holding a container, and the
Ooh.
container was filled with love and peace and joy and
Mm.
abundance and everything that I was calling to me. And they would pour it on me. And as they poured it on me and it went down my body, it erased anything that hit
Yes, I
me.
love that. That's
Yeah,
amazing. That sounds perfect. I'm gonna
I
have to try
love it.
that.
Yes.
That sounds so good.
Do you wear any crystals for protection? You know,
Yeah,
protection
I
on your left arm,
usually
even on your right.
I'm not real particular about which arm. I usually do. I don't have them on me today, but jade is one I wear a lot. I love jade. And it's protective, but it also attracts abundance. So jade is my like go-to favorite stone. There's usually one I wear almost all the time.
Yes.
But jade is usually what I wear. Is there anything else I wear? That's honestly like the main one that I wear pretty often. That's my
Okay.
favorite. That's my favorite stone.
You
Hmm.
know, my in my teachings, we receive with our left
Mm,
and we give with our right. So if we're holding hands in a circle, it would be like this to keep it going. But
mm,
if I wore something to protect me, like jade or whatever, it would be
mm.
on my left arm, my left hand.
Actually, I have heard that before. Now that you're saying it, well, when I bought an evil eye bracelet, they were like, "Wear it on your left hand."
Yes.
So I did hear that before.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm,
that's good to
mhm.
remember.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. If if you could if let's see, I kind of wrote it down. If your soul,
Uh-huh.
this is a hard one.
Oh, okay.
So
Hit me.
this one you might want to answer at the end.
Oh,
This
okay.
will be in the back of
Putting
your
the
mind.
pressure on, Tangie.
Yes, girl. Yes. If your soul had a playlist.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I already got some songs.
What?
Oh,
Already?
yeah. Okay, the first one, Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror.
Really?
That's my song. I love Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Love
That's a
Michael
good one.
Jackson.
Yes.
Prince
That's
too. Love Prince. Ooh. Hmm. I mean, anything Janae Aiko. I don't know if you listen to her, but
yes, yes,
that's
yes,
my girl.
yes,
And
yes,
literally anything from her,
yes, yes.
anything at all.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna have to keep thinking, but definitely Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror.
Man in the mirror.
That's my song. I mean, he was so ahead of his time. And that song is like that song I feel like encompasses everything. Like, it's not about changing the world. When you change yourself, you change the world. And everything is you pushed out. Everything's a mirror. Everything is a
Yes.
projection, you know?
Everything is a
It's
mirror.
all a projection. It's all you. It's all you. Everything is just us. And
So
so,
y'all, if you're meeting a lot of ugly people, you got to get it together,
yeah.
right?
What are
If
they
you're
what's
meeting a lot of
reflecting back?
if you're meeting a lot of beautiful people, if you see people, you say, "Wow, she got it together." Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
If
Yes.
you're
It's like we were saying before, the radio station. Whatever you're tuned into, that's what you're gonna experience.
yes, if for this year we have um with the new government. We have an amazing opportunity for growth.
Yeah.
An amazing opportunity.
I love how you word it.
God creates situations for revelation.
Yes, yes.
So, and we are definitely able to see what's inside of us, because we can be crying, kicking, screaming, fighting. We can take action but stay calm. We can do
Yes.
nothing. You can really see who you are, because um, this new situation has brought everything to the forefront so that we can all see and we can hear. I equate it to a pimple. So I think that the world had the world had acne for a long time,
Mhm.
and we kept putting makeup on and false eyelashes and lipstick and blush and earrings and cute hair, wigs and stuff, and it was all great. But now the pimple, it turned into a big boil, and
Yes.
it popped, and now it's oozing out. It's
It
still
is.
oozing.
Yes.
Yes.
That's exactly it.
But once you get all that out, then it can begin to heal. And so I believe, look, I want to wash my hands because of the ooze. we, I believe, have a choice to treat this wound in different ways. And we can treat it so that it heals clearly and you never knew anything was there. Or we can treat it where it heals with a scar.
Mm.
How are we going to do it? And what actions do you or do the stars say we should take in order to help treat it? And should we do it with ease? Should we, should it feel good what we do? I know I've done some things. Most of the things that I do are mental, because y'all, if you want my help, my brain is where all the power is, more power than me running up and down the street with a sign. But is there energy or any predictions or any suggestions as to what we should do or where we are or anything?
Yeah. Loaded question. Such a good question. Well, here's the thing. Despite how things seem and look right now with the
The
current
pimple oozing.
with the pimple on the
Yes.
stage in the
Yes.
White House,
Yes.
despite how it looks right now, we're actually, again, the angel dragging it. We're actually going where we want to go. So here's
Yes.
the thing. We're going towards New Earth. New Earth already exists, actually. So what do we say when we say New Earth? 5D Earth. So humanity in its love, humanity in its compassion, but also manifesting quicker and faster and more synchronicities also.
Yes.
And
Yes.
New Earth is going to mean different government systems. New Earth is going to mean possibly America looking different, the world looking different. So this is the thing. Our current leader, he isn't the actor on the stage he thinks he is. Okay. The best way I can say this, and some people may not like what I'm going to say. I'm not saying I like him. Okay. Please don't misconstrue my message, anyone listening. But the liberation that we want in terms of New Earth, which is going to have to require some destruction of the systems that none of us like, it's going to happen. He's the catalyst. So he's the actor on the stage that is going to be the catalyst. However, it's playing out in a really scary way. It's playing out he is a mirror reflecting to us the lack of empathy, the lack of compassion, the racism, the narcissism, the greed. Yes. So it's playing out in that form. Yes. Because while Earth is ascending and people are waking up and people are over the system and people are ready for New Earth, we have that energy moving and being reflected. We also have the darkness being reflected. So it's going to be a wild ride. you know, age of Aquarius is going to happen in terms of age of Aquarius means what? It means more community. It means more activism as well, but it means more, you know, I feel like people are going to be like living from the earth more. And I think our education system is going to change. We're going to acknowledge that the kids aren't paying attention in school because they're little indigo star seeds that need to be moving and active, and sitting at a desk all day isn't going to do it. So everything that we're witnessing, which looks really scary, like the education systems, things falling apart, it's because on a subconscious level, we want it to. We want a new system. It's just happening in a very chaotic, destructive way because we also have a lot of lack of love. We have a lot of lack of compassion. Because so many people are at war with themselves, we're also going to witness the war happening on the collective level, which is also why it's so important right now to be in ease with yourself and to be in love with yourself. Yes. And to not be at war with others right now, because without getting too much into it, because I don't like going, it's not about conspiracy theories, but we have to be real with ourselves that there is spiritual warfare, and there is a war on our consciousness that wants us to fight with the keyboard warriors and wants us to be at war with our loved ones, because they know when we're at war with each other in our personal lives, we are manifesting war on a global scale. So the way to move on to New Earth is to be in love with yourself, love others, okay? Extend love to everyone, and to also be in service and to follow your gifts and your excitement, because that's age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius is knowing that your gift contributes to the wider world. And by being selfish, we are selfless and can give more when we do the things that we love. And just knowing that your gifts are a magnet to abundance. And so we're going through the craziness. The pimple is the darkness playing out, like you said. So we have to, like you said, all the things we've been sweeping under the rug, we have to face. And it's the last, you know, it's the darkness last little bouts, because they know that they're losing and they know that New Earth already exists. New Earth is a frequency. So we don't have to necessarily create it. We attune our frequency to New Earth, and then more of it will appear in our reality.
Oh, I love all of that. Because don't y'all see, that gives us power. One thing that I kept seeing was, like, I would see the world and it would just be dark, you know, because people were sad and angry and afraid. And then I would see me.
Little ball of sunshine.
Yes. And so it was like, you know, I try to talk to people who have that connection. It's up to us to keep the light going. Because if we turn off, then it's all really going to be dark. It's not going to be anything there. New Earth is a frequency. Oh, I was getting ready to say something else and I forgot what it was, but that's beautiful.
You said so many good things, because it's true, when we don't realize how powerful it is to be in your light or levity and joy, because what happens is we bring more of that onto the planet Earth. And so that's the like rebalancing. And it also, when you understand these things, like even manifesting, when you understand the power of it and you place your conscious awareness on it, it makes it easier for everyone to manifest, because we're like feeding this energy together. And so that's what it means to bring new light codes onto Earth, where you embody your light, or you sit in the sunlight and you feel levity. You're bringing it into the collective. And that's Earth's ascension. And that's why it's really important. It's important to hold that too, because there is a lot of collective fear and grief and sadness and heaviness and suffering. And so we need to be in service to help those that are suffering. At the same time, that doesn't mean we need to suffer either. And so, yeah, it's just this practice of, you know, the other day, and I've heard a few practitioners, you know, I think I was telling you, there's a lot of spiritual like creators, practitioners, healers here in Austin. Austin is super, you know, hippy dippy. And everyone was kind of saying, like, the past week or so, they realized that they were like, they didn't feel like themselves. And I was kind of feeling too, I'm like, I just don't feel like myself. Like, why am I feeling this weird funk? And then after like sitting in meditation, I'm like, this is collective energy. This is the collective grief and anxiety. And again, that's why spiritual hygiene is so important. So when you're an intuitive and you're so connected to everyone, you can unknowingly pick up the heaviness of the entire collective. And so that's why it is so important to be in your joy and your happiness and to be selfish so you can be selfless.
Yes, yes. Oh, back when I was younger, I didn't understand what was happening. And on top of that, I was a people pleaser. And if I walked into a room and felt sad, they would say, well, what's wrong? And I would make up something. Oh, I just don't feel well. Or I don't know, I'm feeling like I'm coming down with something. When it wasn't that, it was just I got sad when I walked in here. And I don't know why I got and I didn't know that it wasn't me.
Right.
You know, I just knew I was sad.
Yeah.
What can my daughter is, y'all don't repeat this because she would not want me to say this on YouTube. But a friend of mine feels energy too. She's also a mental projector and she's younger. And I've been trying different ways of getting her to protect herself. Do you have any suggestions? You know, I tell her to imagine a clear white light, you know, around her where she can send energy out, but she can't take in the energy that's coming.
Yeah. It's a practice of, it's definitely, that's a great practice. I would say that. I would recommend something like that, like visualizing light, definitely. Also, a lot of times, and this is for those of us who people pleased when we were younger, I definitely did, or when you're made to shrink yourself or diminish yourself, which most women, especially Black women, are made to do, especially when we're younger. What I've learned is, and I want to attribute this to Erin Lyons because I've learned this from her, but she says radiate more. So radiate more of your divinity. Don't shrink, radiate. The whole purpose is that you are supposed to reflect back to people the truth of who they are. So radiate your divinity, radiate your divine femininity, reflect back love, reflect back joy, because you're mirroring to them the true essence of them. And so instead of shrinking, radiate. So I tell myself, you can practice, you know, when you're like at the grocery store and you maybe feel like people are looking at you or you feel like weird energy. It's like, no, I'm going to radiate who the fuck I am. Not out of ego, but out of divinity and out of, I know who the fuck I am, and out of your sovereignty and out of being in service. Because you're showing them who they are.
That's the absolute best, out of being in service. Because if I know that me letting my full self out is helping somebody, even if it's helping them see that they're angry.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yes. Oh, I love that.
Even if it triggers them, it's for their benefit.
It's for their benefit.
And it lined up that way. That's how divine orchestration works.
One time I was in a relationship with a guy and it had gotten to the point where it wasn't for my highest divine good, but I did not want to hurt his feelings. And the way the healer got me to leave was she said, Tangie, you're killing both of you. You're killing you and you're killing him because your contract is over. And the longer you stay, the more you'll both die. I said, oh. So then it was like my duty to leave and let go.
For his betterment. It's for the betterment of everyone. So good. That's really, really good. Yeah.
Wow. And then with the light codes, you talked about the light codes. That's something that I've never worked on, but I want to bring some light codes in. So I will sit outside, you know, I take off my shoes and I'm out in the sun sitting. But is there something that I should be doing at the same time? Should I be consciously thinking that I'm letting in light codes, or is it just enough to ride around with the top off the car?
I want to say both are totally valid. Like for me, the most healing thing that I love to do when I know I'm in a funk or need to uplift my spirit or energy is to ride in the car with the windows down and blast music.
Yes!
Like
yes!
is the best.
Yes.
That is the best.
Yes.
You know, I love it. It's like, yeah, let me go around the block again and put that song on repeat. You know,
Yes.
like that
yes.
is the best. And
yes.
so yeah, that I think also too, yeah, like actually setting intention around receiving light codes in terms of when the sun is pouring down over you. And it sounds like you're really great connecting with your angels and visualizing light, you know, and you can ask, like, I like to say things like I like to clear first. So I like to visualize that any energy, I think we've already said this, that doesn't serve me, that doesn't belong with me, that's not mine. Help me to release this, return it back to sender, or do whatever is in the highest good for all. And then I like to invite in light codes or new belief systems that I'm ready to embody. So you can always ask. So people forget, you can just ask. If you also are like, I don't know what new belief systems, you don't need to. Just ask the angels to bring you higher belief systems that you're ready to embody and you're ready to receive.
You don't even understand. It's like right now, like my body is vibrating, like everything. I wish you could feel it. My arms and my legs.
I believe it, girl.
It's like vibrating to the point where I feel like I'm tomorrow in the sun. I'm supposed to invite in the light codes and the new belief systems. Like I feel like, oh my! Do I look different? Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it?
You are glowing.
Oh my goodness! I feel that. It's like.
Yeah, it's fun. And the angels are so happy to help us and they're waiting for us to ask, you know, because everything is our free will. So it's like, just ask, you know, just ask.
Just ask. Okay, well, I got another thing to show you. Can I tell you what? I got to make sure it's the right one. I grew up, my family is Pentecostal. And from North Carolina, my mother's side, no cussing, no drinking, no talking about people, no makeup, no cleavage out, no short skirts, no whole bunch of stuff, right? No dancing. But they love me and I'm strange, right? And then my daddy's side is from New Orleans. They love the Lord too, but they party and they cuss and they wear little cute dresses. You know, my mother was the bridge between them. I love to hear people cuss. It's like music, you know, especially if they're saying something, not just cussing, just to cuss.
Right.
Not cursing. I don't like cursing, but I like cussing. And you do it beautifully. Listen.
Yeah. Don't hold back this year. Don't hold back. Because I'll tell you what, not holding back is the exact frequency that will magnetize everything that you're looking for. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, you might confront some shadowy aspects of yourself.
Wait a minute. That's not the cussing one.
Was that not it?
But I put the cussing one in there.
I barely remember that one.
No, hold on one more time.
Okay, take your time. Take your time.
I don't think did not put the cussing one in there.
I feel like I cuss in a lot of them, so
you
may not be.
Said, I thought it was don't hold back. You said, what did you say? You used the F word.
I probably did.
And I loved it because you were telling people to come on with it. Here it is.
Really?
Okay,
I don't even remember.
Wait a minute. Okay, y'all hold tight for 1 second. It's coming because
oh my God, I'm like, what video is she gonna pull up?
Okay, wait a minute. But I love it because even in my show, I can't wait for you to see my one woman show. Even
Yes.
in my show, I talk about all of that, the spiritual experiences. While this is uploading, the cussing sounded like shit, dead.
I'm almost scared to hear what video.
Don't worry, it's got to upload now.
Okay.
Is there? Where do you go when you need some type of motivation?
Oh my gosh, I have some favorite creators that I listen to. So, Amanda Francis. Speaking of cussing, you gotta read. Okay, this is not a brand deal. I just truly love this book, and a lot of what I teach comes from this book. We did the 5 questions. What do I not deserve? What do I not trust? Comes from this book. It's called Rich as Fuck.
See, did y'all hear that? Rich as Fuck.
Rich as Fuck by Amanda Francis. You will love that book.
Okay.
She's everything. I have to be honest, I love her older stuff. You can watch her videos on YouTube. Her like 2015. For some reason, the older stuff is just so good to me. I don't know why.
A YouTube channel?
Do I have a YouTube?
Yes, because
I do. I'm not active on it.
Okay.
What's up? Yeah, I'm not very active on it.
Okay. We'll stick with Instagram. Follow her on Instagram. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, so Amanda Francis, she gets me together. Love her.
Okay.
Another one, so Brandon Bloom, he has great like meditations, healing meditations, and he does these like healing lives. And he uses this like very unique modality given to him by his angels, which are called the Angelic Collective of Zorbital. Okay. And it's like this healing modality where he helps you kind of find belief systems that you have and he helps clear them. It's like Reiki. A lot of what he does, it's like Reiki. But he's great. And then I love Erin Lyons. She, in my opinion, is the Black woman right now really breaking barriers in the spirituality space. Like she goes there and she talks about all the weird stuff. You know, she talks about star seeds and indigos and she talks a lot about New Earth and she's incredible. And I've actually learned a lot from her when it came to my partnership. I learned a lot from her and her husband. Yes. I learned so much from her in terms of like divine union partnership and what that is and what that looks like and the roles that we play. You know, I learned divine feminines are the leaders and the divine masculines then protect and provide for the vision that the divine feminine has. And that's like how the universe was born. First was the divine feminine energy came first, and then she created the divine masculine to help her. So everything we've been taught is totally backwards. You know,
over, which is what they're kind of trying to do right now.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and we're being rebirthed.
So yeah, so she's great because she does a lot of manifesting, quantum jumping stuff. She also does a lot of other beautiful. She's really good about talking about love and partnerships as well. She talks about everything. She's amazing. And then probably my last inspiration, I love Thich Nhat Hanh, who's a Buddhist monk. He's passed. But yeah, he just kind of grounds me. And his story is really beautiful because he was a refugee from Vietnam. And he later moved to France and made a garden. And he still has a monastery there. And Zen Buddhism is all about being present and the now moment. And that really helps me because manifestation can become, if you're not careful, it can become like, I need to manifest, I need to get this thing. And you're not actually being present and the mindfulness, the juiciness of right now. And Abraham Hicks kind of goes there too, because she talks about what you're actually looking for from your manifestations. You're looking for fun. You're looking for freedom. So why not feel it now? And that just so happens to be the thing that will bring the manifestation. Yeah, Thich Nhat Hanh is probably one of my huge inspirations. He has a book that changed my life called No Mud, No Lotus. And that
Oh, no mud, no lotus. Wow, I have never thought about it like that, because the lotus does need to seed and to blossom. But
Yes.
I never thought about. I've always seen it where, like, I'm like a lotus, I blossom, and but I never thought I need the mud.
Yes. Yes. Incredible book. And it's a fairly small book. Like you can read it in a weekend. But yeah, life-changing book. He is everything. So he's, the goat. He's the goat for real. No mud, no lotus. Life-changing book.
Can we take a pause before I show this
Yes.
video? And I just
Yes.
say how much I love you.
I love you,
Oh my
Tangie. Oh
God.
my gosh.
'Cause you're
Aw.
like, I know you in so many different ways, and then I don't. But from our personal conversations, from being a cosmic baddie, from following
Aw.
you, talking to you now, and the fact that you share,
Aw.
like, 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 I love all my sister friends to be beautiful, because then we're all a bunch of flowers. But
Exactly.
everybody doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like for everybody to hold their own, because that means that I can really shine if
Yes.
everybody is, being their best selves. And
Yes.
you do too,
Oh,
all
thank
the way
you.
down to the core. And I just think that's beautiful. And y'all, I want y'all to know that before you watch this video. You ready? Here
I'm
we
scared.
go.
The quantum jump happens when you shut the fuck up about the way things used to be. Never used to work out for you before? Doesn't matter. Never used to receive before? Doesn't matter. Okay? No victim stories. No, this is not spiritual bypassing. There's a time and a place for shadow work. If y'all have been with me, I have done tons of shadow work, specifically ancestral trauma. But then there came a point where I said, I'm done telling those stories. I'm done recreating those narratives. And every time my ego tries to come back and tell me the way things used to be, I say, girl, shut the fuck up. You have to promise telling yourself to shut the fuck up. Sounds crazy, but that's the level of delusion you have to be if you really want to be on that new timeline. What is the new story? What is the new narrative? Who are you now? Doesn't matter who you were yesterday. Doesn't even matter who you were 30 seconds ago. Shut the fuck up.
I did cuss a lot in that video.
But you had a day. Somebody had called you.
I did. It's the funny part.
Yeah, somebody had called and they were telling you, but Laurén, you don't understand. And
Oh
you
my
were
God.
kept trying to give them advice. And then you said, girl, just shut the fuck up.
How did you know?
What? What? Had your little Starbucks. Stop it. I have had it. Listen, stand in your power. Know who you are.
Yes.
Speak who you are today.
Oh my God.
STFU, right? With love and respectfully yours.
Respectfully.
Oh, look, Alice
Respectfully.
says she loves that reel. See, we love that. Now, this is what people say. Like I've heard Abraham Hicks say that. She says people come to her and they say, well, I want to tell you my problem. And she says, well, I don't want to hear your problem. No, I got to tell your problem. No, tell me it is who you are today. Well, I need to tell you what my problem is so that I can fix it. And she says, no, you don't. And then they say, I want my money back.
Yeah.
Because they want to talk about what's wrong.
We enjoy justifying it. We're like, this is why we want to justify it. But look at this and see. And, people like to call it spiritual bypassing or toxic positivity. I get a lot of that hate. And it's like, being human, the hard times are super fucking real. But if you were strong enough to let the story go, stop giving it so much life. Giving it so much life. Then you would see what a powerful fucking alchemist you are. Then you could see how fast things actually change. We're quantum shifting billions of times per day. Like you're always in control of the narrative. But the thing, humans love stories. Like we're really good at creating narratives. We're really good. So,
Yeah.
you know, if something bad happens, it's like, of course that happened. That always happens to me. We're really, really good at that. So people enjoy justifying why things are so bad. It's a very sneaky way the ego likes to be a victim. It's super sneaky.
Yes, yes. And I've heard my little sneaky thing happen, like if there's something that I don't have anymore, I have heard me tell that story why.
Mhm.
And then it got to the point where I started hearing me tell the story, and I'm like, why are you telling that story? Stop.
Yeah.
Just stop it, Tangie.
Yeah, we all do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
mhm,
So now with shifting,
mhm, mhm.
quantum shifting, I understand the light codes. The ah, quantum shifting. Like I've done meditations for
Mhm.
quantum shift. Let me tell you, I did this one meditation. And sometimes I go ahead of myself and I try to see things, but I started seeing things like that were bigger and better than I was imagining. And I
Mm.
was like, whoa, whoa. And it was supposedly one of those meditations that merged your past with your
Oh,
present. I don't
wow.
know. But what do you think? How should people go about quantum shifting? Like if that's what these people want to do today,
Mhm.
how these people, how do we start? What should we do tonight?
Yeah. Well, one, understand that time is not real. So we're always sifting, shifting through energy. And you can change the trajectory that you're on at any point in time. And so when it comes to quantum shifting, so like using your example, well, let's talk about like meditating. So the purpose of meditating and visualizing, the purpose of visualizing, right? And this is like step one that you can do is you visualize. What I like to do is, okay, what is perfect abundance for me? So I like to just get in the energy because you want to keep it kind of general because the purpose is to let your imagination get you into the energy. Okay. So once you do that and you feel perfect abundance for you, so let's say perfect abundance in your work is I feel like I'm connecting with people. I feel, or I'm visualizing people writing in the comments, like, thank you for sharing this podcast. I love that podcast, Tandy. Maybe I'm also seeing YouTube payments come out. I'm seeing
Oh,
saying, congrats, you are now eligible to receive payments, right? And I'm feeling that excitement and I'm feeling that feeling of relief. I'm feeling like, I did it, I did it, I did it. That's my favorite energy to sit in. Just sit in the feeling of, I did it. Do it for
I did it.
I did it. Oh my God, I did it. I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it. I knew Source really had my back. That's my favorite. It's like, whoa, it happened. Yes. Or maybe it's the feeling of like, I don't have to worry about money. I can do what I want and I can chill and I'm relaxed. And you sit in the feeling, but excitement is super potent. Excitement is your divine feminine energy because that's our sacral, right? So our sacral chakra, that's what creates
Oh,
when you're excited, it's a
yeah.
potent energy that creates new timelines. So a lot of the girls have heard me say this before. It's the same as you have an orgasm and you have a baby,
Yes. Yeah.
you get
Oh,
excited
oh.
and you birth a timeline. This is the thing though, is people think it needs to be exactly how they visualize it. And that's just not true. That now you're insisting on the outcome. Now you're like, you're like, I've been visualizing an email. Why didn't it happen? Well, maybe because your higher self wants you to meet a person at a gas station because you're the
Mm.
perfect person to talk to this person too, so you've got to let go. So get in the energy, be super excited and tap into your heart. Your heart is quantum technology. Our heart is so powerful. It sends electromagnetic energy 3 to 5 feet in front of us. It's more powerful than our brain. So I like to like feel it in my heart, and I'm like, oh, I'm so thankful and I'm so excited. And then you let it go. Okay. You don't insist. This is where people get tripped up. Now they're like checking their email every single day, and then they start to stress because they don't see it. Okay. The version of you who has it isn't like freaking out checking their email. They're chilling. So you need to chill. You need to chill. Stay relaxed. Stay relaxed. Stay calm. Because the version of you who's thriving with them, she's not worried. She's calm. So then you stay calm, and then you just match your actions to the version of you who already has it. So what I used to do too, like before, I remember my schedule, my calendar used to be empty, no bookings, no clients. And I would just visualize that it was booked. I would visualize that I was getting payments. And then I would also visualize, what is that version of me doing? So that version of me, I see her posting on TikTok. I see her writing emails. I see her writing newsletters. So then I show up in that way. And then allow, the next step is once you show up, so that's our masculine, that's, you know, consistent, disciplined, doing what you need to do. Then lean back. So I signal to myself, I like to put my phone on do not disturb, you know, have me a little like chilled, have a glass of wine, you know, give you a little spiritual bath, journal, get off all the noise. There's so much noise online. Lean back and allow it to come to you in the way that's highest and best for you. So again, quantum shifting is you become the version of you that already has it. So again, the version of you who has it is not stressing. They're chill. They're showing up the way that they're supposed to. And then they're in receiving mode. So receiving mode is receiving ideas for your podcasts. It's, you know, receiving eventually notifications that you can get paid from your YouTube, and you'll do it. You know, keep going. But so that's quantum shifting, is what I like to think of it as, is you're visualizing that version of you, but you're feeling the emotions, because emotions are what send signals into the quantum field. They carry energy. They are wavelengths of energy. So Abraham Hicks says this all the time. You don't need to feel good all the time, but you need to feel good most of the time. Most of the time.
If you feel bad, you should only do it for 17 seconds, right?
I mean, listen, we're women, you know, at least for me, when my time of the month is coming, I can be a grumpy little bitch. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You know, it's like, but I give myself grace. Going back to what I said earlier, I tell myself, just let yourself be replenished. Take a chill pill, relax. And when you've done so much work on yourself, when you know what your dominant truth is. So if your dominant truth is that it will work out for me, it's okay to have a bad day. It's what is your dominant truth? That's what matters. That's what matters more than anything else.
Okay. I think I'm there for my dominant truth.
I think you are.
I think you think so?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And now we watch it work out. And you're already doing it.
For me, if I could do anything, it would be to just fly around and bless people, make them happy, hug them, tell them what I love, share what I know.
Yes.
Slip some money in their hands, you know, without anybody seeing me do it, buy them something. Yeah. You know, I would just want to just sprinkle a little sunshine.
Oh, you are the sweetest.
That's what I would. That's
so beautiful.
So I saw on your website that you are going to be on this retreat.
Yes.
This retreat, though, oh my goodness, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I have never seen a retreat like this before. First of all, they're really blessed to have you, but I need to go on the retreat. Is that clear in that the retreat is for people who are interested in relocating?
Yes. Yeah. So that's one of the options. So my co-host Diamond, this is really her retreat. I'm there to just help her with, with fun little activities and things we're going to be doing.
Not
But
to trust, because you are again pretty amazing,
oh,
because
thank you.
with you there is a possibility of you talking to them about their astrology. Should you move
Yes.
now? Should you move later?
Yeah, we're going to
What are
be doing
you working
readings.
on now? There's a possibility for meditation. There's a
Yes.
possibility. They can ask you questions. Y'all aren't asking questions, but they can ask you questions. I mean, like, oh my goodness, I would go on a retreat just to be with you. So
Oh, thank
that
you.
diamond is that's extra diamond. So go ahead.
Yeah, so Diamond is a relocation expert. So she actually, the story is pretty funny. So she got a reading from me years ago asking like, should I've been thinking about moving. I'm like, well, I see it in your chart. It would be a good time for you to move right now. And so she moved to Mexico with her little girl, and she's a real estate agent there. And so she helps people who are like ready to just make the jump and create a life abroad, and honestly like live the dream, like live by the beach and away from all the noise we've got here in America, and just
Yeah.
live like this really peaceful life. But she helps people with the actual process in terms of like getting a visa, finding a home, all the like bureaucratic annoying stuff. She kind of helps with that process. But yeah, that's one option. It's not the only option. If other people are interested and aren't looking to have that, we have an option of just coming to hang out with us. We're going to be doing a manifestation ritual, light gritting, which is like grounding light into the ground of Mother Earth. Because there's ley lines. Ley lines are kind of like Earth's, if you think about like the veins of Earth or like key points in like sacred land, Puerto
Yes.
Vallarta, Mexico has an area where there's that's just like a potent ley line. So we're just going to be
Like
grounding.
Mother Earth's vagina.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
We're all over her right
Yes.
now.
Yes. Bury that. Bury
Yes.
that. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're just going to be like connecting with Mother Earth, going to the beach, and we're going to do a river cleanse. We're going to go in the river, and she has a friend there, I think, that's going to be conducting the ritual. We're going to be doing like cacao ceremony, sound bowl healing. I mean, there's so much that's going to be happening, and I'm so excited. I mean, we leave, it's September 3rd. We leave in like a month, October 6th. So if anyone wants to come, there's a few seats left. And the option to not do the relocation is obviously cheaper. But if you are interested in like looking at real estate and understanding what it's like to move abroad, then Diamond's going to be helping those people with that process. So it's going to be really fun.
And it's in
Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah. And I've never been to Mexico. So I've never been. So I'm really excited. It's going to be my first time, but it's going to be so much fun.
Wow. Well, off the subject. So when I'm taking in my light coats tomorrow,
yes,
I'm sending some into the ground, or have
you
my
can
feet on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely can. I like to visualize that I'm breathing in light, and then when I exhale, I send the light where it needs to go in the body. And you don't have to like try to figure it out, or try to understand like, do I need to send it here or there? Just like breathe it into your body, So yeah, there's that. And then after, I mean, I do recommend grounding for sure. So there's a few ways you can do this. So I like to imagine that there's roots growing from like my feet and my butt, my root chakra. And I'm just, sending it deep into the ground. I just visualize I'm digging it deeper, 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 all the way to Mother Earth's core. And then you can visualize sending light all the way down into Mother Earth. You can also breathe up healing energy, grounding energy from Mother Earth as well, because she's her own consciousness that wants to help us. So yeah, those are definitely some things you can do if you decide to connect with Mother Earth within that way.
You know, I used to have psychics stop me all the time and tell me I need to be grounded. I need to be grounded. I need to be, and I'd be like, what? And now I'm grounded, but I had to go through some really tough situations to, like, the first time that I was really in my body, like in it, was when I had my baby girl and she was stillborn. You know, it was all through like pain. And
Yeah.
then because my angels and all that, we always been tight, and that's all I knew I had. Then I kept saying, God, why? And without going into the whole story, I realized that I was chosen for that soul to feel love in the womb. And then they went on back.
Oh
You
my
know,
gosh.
the darkness came out, but then I started floating again. You know, because now I know everything that I was teaching was right. And
Yeah.
then the next time I fell on some skates, because remember, I was like, I don't get hurt. So I almost fell, kept staying on the skate, almost fell. Finally, when I started to fall from here to here, time started going in slow motion.
Wow.
And I saw me go all the way down, and I saw my head, boom, and I saw my skull burst open and blood
Oh my
splattered.
God.
And I saw my children come out and see it. And so from here to there, then I had time to tuck. And so I hit tailbone first, and then boom, my head. And I was hurt. Like I couldn't look over. And I never been hurt before. And I was going to doctors, chiropractors, and they would mess me up. I said, just put me back, you know. And the last doctor's appointment I went to for that, I remember looking in the mirror and I said, you're grounded. And once I got that realization, then I kind of stayed in. Oh, you remember, because I think I told you all this stuff.
Yeah, but it's nice hearing it again. That's so
from a lighter
crazy.
perspective.
Yeah.
Because when I told you the first time, I was like, why? And now I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
know what this is what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So what have we
Absolutely.
learned today, y'all? Oh my goodness. I have so many notes. So many notes. But let's see, some of the major ones I love. Follow your highest excitement.
Yes.
And whatever it is that we're drawing in, those subconscious blocks that we have are a match to them. Right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
we can ask our angels to help us release any of those blocks.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because we want to be a full vibrational match, right?
Yes.
The questions. What in me thinks I don't deserve this? Do I not trust myself? And you know what's funny, Laurén? All the things that I've done well, I didn't really know how I did them. So I didn't trust it. Even with acting, I liked it more when I had to try. But as a series regular, I don't have to try. I just have to be.
Yes.
And the first time that I was a series regular, the first time I was so like that, the whole experience came and gone before I knew it was there. The next time I was present. The time after that, it's present. You don't even know my acting, huh?
You've told me a little bit. You've told me a little bit.
Seen any of mine? That's correct. Y'all should have my credits.
Next time you need to play a video of you. You need to put some videos of you up acting.
Okay.
That's what we need to see.
Okay, I could do that. I could do some videos of mine.
You gotta go to the reel real quick.
And I should be comfortable doing that because I trust me and I value me.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be a big deal, huh?
Yeah, why not? I want to see
it. I feel like that's me bragging.
It's all about your intention behind it. You know, it's all about your intention, your energy behind it. You know that you're not like showing off.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's just like
Right.
showing the people. It's like, you know, you guys may not have seen my acting days. I'm gonna just show y'all real quick a clip
I
of
like
my
it.
acting days.
I
I
like
mean,
it.
I want to see it, so I think it would be cool. But y'all tell me in the comments if I'm
Tell,
wrong.
tell
I
me in
think
the
it would be.
comments if you want to see,
Yes,
any of my TV film.
I
history.
definitely do.
Okay. 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 So here we go. Do I have a fear that my success will make other people not like me?
Mhm.
Or do I think I won't like it? Because one time I asked myself, what rich people did I admire? I
Mm.
couldn't find any. I said,
Mm.
oh, Tangie, that's some issues. Now I have some.
Okay.
And they're mostly people that are giving and helping, like the man
Yes.
who's like putting money in people's pockets, or the guy who has the restaurant and he's feeding people for free.
Yeah.
Or, it's a lot of stuff like that. But shoot, even if they're not saving the world monetarily, if they're a good person and just,
Yes.
yeah, I can handle it.
Absolutely.
Okay, what in me thinks that it will be hard, that I won't be able to do it? Do I
Mm.
trust the universe to carry me through? Did I
Mm.
get the 5 questions right? Because I wrote down 7.
Oh,
So
Shar said she's seen you in things.
yay,
Oh
Shar!
my god.
Yay,
That is so
Shar!
cool. Shar, what did you see her in?
Yay, Shar!
That's
Yay, Shar!
amazing.
So some of the things, look, these are some of the things. Should I wait for Shar or should I
I
list
want to know. I want to know.
some of the things that I've done or what she's
Yes.
seen me in? Some of
No.
the things that
Yeah. Tell me
I've
tell me some
done.
of the things you've done.
From way back, I've got The Hookup, the Jerry Springer movie, Thin Line Between Love and Hate,
Oh my
CSI, The
god.
Mentalist, Townies, Jamie Foxx Show, Martin.
What? Jamie Foxx show?
I mean,
Oh
like
my
Jackie
god.
Brown, Jackie's Back. It's like I should take a list of my credits and
We need a reel. We need like a reel of all the things.
let me see.
That is so cool. I was just watching the Jamie Foxx show the other day.
Yep, I did that show.
Oh my god.
I've done, let's see I've done a lot.
That's
I've
amazing.
done a lot. I've really been pretty blessed. Look, let's see. Look at that. That's me, IMDb. That's me,
Oh,
IMDb. But
wow.
wait a minute. Let me see. Watch this. Watch this.
Oh my god.
Now this is an exercise because I'm supposed to be embracing myself. So
Yes, girl.
let's see. These
Oh
are
wait.
some shows.
Oh wait, hit play, hit play.
Oh, hit play for something quick or something. Here's a quick one, I think.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, you can't hear.
Wow.
Why can't
Oh
we
my
hear?
god, Tangie.
Ah!
Oh, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Why can't we hear? Okay.
Shar said, I remember you from It's a Thin Line.
Y'all heard him, folks. Save yourself the trouble because I got a winning ticket right here.
Oh my god. You have the most like infectious energy.
Really?
You're just like,
I should have put my real. I should keep my
yes,
real.
you need to. We are missing out.
911, what's your emergency?
No, I got this. You don't have to sign a thing. Take a swing at me for all I care. I like that, actually. I'd like to see this entire office pin your cheek to the cold hard floor, and before you can get up from under my shoe, your deal's blown and you're locked up where no one can protect your sorry ass. So please, Miss Owens, I'm begging you, don't sign. I swear on the Bible.
Wait, you are such a good actress.
I ain't doing nothing wrong. What are you doing in the alley? Looking for my kitty. She's lost. What's with all the blood? Oh, don't take that tone with me, Blondie. This is the blood innocent Samaritan.
Oh, yeah, we got a special on some.
Hey, I gotta work tonight, so here's the straight. I was in the alley with my boyfriend. It's me, Angela.
Angela, where have you been? We've been looking for you.
I'm scared, Mr. Russell.
All right, Angela, I'm going to send a team over to you right now.
No.
Is that CSI?
Mr. Russell, I don't trust anyone but you. Jesse was it. And that was from the first moment we met. And we were just friends, too.
Wow.
It took us 3 years to become anything more, but Jesse was my person.
Oh, look at you.
Why did I feel that one?
How was that for?
Detroit.
Fair enough.
How do I look like a cop? Oh, please, look like Cagney Lacey had a baby called her Pepper. He tells me you got a sweetheart, that little brunette.
That is true.
Don't screw with her, Patrick.
I'll try not to.
I love him too. I forget his name.
Yes.
That you acted with him.
If that bothers you, because I do that a lot.
Well, that's not really.
And the scuttlebutt, that's a funny word, scuttlebutt, is you're having a problem finding someone who can get along with Mary Shannon. So I want to come back for a second interview with you and Mary.
I don't see that happening.
You're the chief inspector in this office, right?
Yes, I am.
Then you'll make it happen.
Tangie!
Is that it?
Oh my God.
So that's one. I need to do another one that's all old, all my stuff.
Tangie! You are amazing. You are such a good actress.
Thank you.
You're really good.
Thank you.
Wow. Wait, so do you still want to act? Are you still?
Oh my goodness,
Okay.
yes.
Because I'm like, you are so talented.
Thank you.
Yes.
But I had stopped. Remember when I was, I was like, does God not want me to do this anymore? Remember, because after my mother passed and then COVID,
Yeah.
and then the strike, it just seemed like,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I do. And I'm at a point now where I'm like, do I need to leave my agent? But where do I go? I do. But I haven't had an audition.
So you need to get back out there. I've been watching you. I'm like, my girl's a star. Shar said, I know you seemed familiar for some. I knew you seemed familiar for some reason. Your voice is very memorable.
Thank you.
Wow, Tangie.
Shar.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Well, I think you need to get back out there because you are so talented. That is amazing.
Thank you. I would love to. Is it in the stars for me? Now look, does my astrological sign say yes, Tangie? Get back out? Or does that even matter?
It doesn't really, to be honest. What matters is, do you want to? Do you want?
Because when you remember, I told you the guy came on and he said, what's the most ease? And I said, acting.
Yeah.
Acting is my thing. I mean, I love it. It's fun. I love bringing these characters to life.
And you're good at it.
Thank you. And I'm good at it. And then when I do it, I can still do what I do.
Yes. I think you should. Well, I do. The one thing I remember about your chart that I won't forget is
look.
You're like, I got it right here. Yes. Okay. Zoom into the top portion. Like the top.
Let's see.
Where it's like your Taurus section.
Oh, wait, look, I just did something that I didn't know I could do.
Oh, you may not be able to zoom in. I know StreamYard.
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay, that's okay. You can leave it. So that's okay.
Okay.
So what I do remember is that your North Node and your Moon is so your North Node is Taurus in the 10th house. People who have their North Node in the 10th house, it is very unlikely for you not to become well known. Does that make sense?
That's nice. Okay, yes.
The North Node or the 10th house, where your North Node of destiny. So it's like what you are meant to become and accomplish this lifetime and embody, and what you have to learn to embody a little bit. more
Yes.
because the North Node is like it's new karma is what we call it. So it's sometimes a little bit uncomfortable to step into because we haven't done it yet, but you're meant to embody it. Okay. So yours is in Taurus in the 10th house. Taurus, well, let me talk about the 10th house. The 10th house is the house of success, recognition, fame, even. I think we've talked about this before. I told you, I'm like, your purpose looks
Yes.
it's strong.
Yes.
And it's also Taurus is a stable energy. It's a grounded energy. And since your south node, it makes sense how you said like earlier in life you weren't very grounded. That makes sense when I look at your chart because your south node is in Scorpio 4th house. So what that means is the south node is like our energy that we bring with us from past lifetimes. It can be karmic. It can also just be like the energy that, how do I explain this? It's like our comfort zone. It can be it's also our gifts and what we're good at, but it's also like we need to learn to kind of get out that a little bit because it can hold us back if we're too deep in it. When it's Scorpio, that can be like emotional chaos. That can be the depths of our emotional world. A lot of times too, when people have their south node in the 4th house like you do, it can be like you have to learn how to get out your comfort zone a little bit. You have to get out of your emotional comfort, like being comfortable in like the emotions of things. And a lot of times when we're too, this is the best way I can explain it. This is kind of what I'm seeing in your chart. When we're like, when we have too many ideas or too creative or we're too much in our, when we're not grounded,
Yes.
it's actually because we're too much in our feminine. Okay. And Scorpio is a more feminine energy. And so Taurus is a more masculine energy, like it's grounded and disciplined. You know, Taurus is a builder. And so you kind of have to challenge yourself. Your Scorpio energy is one of your gifts. Like I said, it doesn't mean we let go of it. It means it's what you're naturally good at, but it can hold you back if you stay too comfy there. So
when I move in ease, I can't be in too much ease. I got to get up some.
Well, you know, I like to ask myself, what if it's easier than I think to do the thing I need to do? You know, that's what Bashar says abundance is. The definition Bashar says of abundance is doing what you need to do when you need to do it. Right? So what if it's easier than I think to like send the email, to call the person? Like we can set intentions around the things we have to do so that they are easy or that they fall into place with ease for us. So that's what I like to do to kind of get myself moving, you know? So it doesn't mean though that life, well, I feel like I'm not supposed to go there in terms of, I was going to say, it doesn't mean life doesn't have challenges because it does. It's how you react to them. That's the name of the game with quantum shifting and manifesting. You create a new state of being. So this state of being, and when it looks like it's not happening, do we scramble and freak the fuck out? No, we don't.
No,
We're
we
chill.
don't.
We're calm.
Yes.
That's the new state of being. So yeah, it doesn't mean that. I used to say this all the time. Now I'm not sure if the exact words resonate, but I'll just say it. It doesn't mean necessarily bad things stop happening to us. I'm not saying that's going to happen to you. I'm just helping you keep in mind. It's like, it's all about how you react to life, your reaction. You know, there's another creator I love. His name is escaping me. I want to say Robert. His mentor is RJ Spina, who I love, who has this book, Super Consciousness. Is this it here? Oh, yeah, here it is. I love this book too. Oh, Access Super Consciousness by RJ Spina.
Okay.
But he always says perception is creation. Perception is creation. Whatever you perceive, you're creating more of. And remember, it goes back to what's the story you're going to tell, right? What's the story you're going to tell? But back to your chart, like I said, to me, anyone who has their North Node in the 10th house, that represents recognition and status. Okay. Yeah.
Recognition and status.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And finances.
Yes, absolutely. Taurus is all about financial stability.
Yes.
It's all about financial stability. So you're going to do it. You're going to do it.
Well, I like it, and I feel like the day that I was just like I give up,
Mm.
I went to the dentist, and the dentist, it was a new dentist, and he just lost his mind because he knew my work. I mean,
Wow.
he really got excited and gave me discounts and all sorts of things. So, okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Well, oh my goodness. Now y'all get to hear too how a reading sounds. That's not a large one, but you see how she didn't say anything that was negative, but I still know that I have some challenges. But we all have
Well,
challenges.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
That's life.
So
That's being human.
right, that's a part of us being human. Yes, yes. Well, I'm excited. I got a whole bunch of books. I learned how to light grid. Is
Yes.
it light grid?
Yeah. Light
Um,
gridding. Grounding light into the earth.
light gridding. Um, what is this? Oh, I love that sisters, when we walk into a room, we're supposed to radiate our energy, not shrink, because that's a big thing, especially with Black women. Um, I am I am supposed to sit in my feminine energy with ease, but when you explained how I have to take action to, because I can just ride the seat and like
Oh yeah.
angels handle it. But also, if I am visualizing and meditating, then I'll be thinking properly, and then I can see the opportunities that come to me and know to act on them. I think
Exactly.
I feel it. Like a friend of mine called me and asked me to do a show in Atlanta recently. And I'm like, I want to do it,
Yes.
but I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Hmm.
But I'll be acting. Yes.
Yes. I feel
Okay.
like Atlanta's like Black Hollywood, so
Yes. Black Hollywood is
that's
right.
the place to be acting. I hear. I hear.
And
You
it
know.
is. It is like Black Hollywood. Oh, wait, but I got another video. Can I play another video?
Yes. Let's see.
You ready?
Yeah.
Don't say this unless you are ready to be paid to be you. And this is where we're going, you guys. Age of Aquarius, your gifts, your talents do manifest abundance. Money flows to me like water every day in every way. It feels so good to be paid while I rest. I receive payments daily for being myself. I am the frequency of wealth. My creativity is linked to my financial abundance. Every day I step into more financial stability. There is an infinite supply of abundance that flows to me now. I am worth millions. I can feel my financial success increasing daily. It's easier and easier for me to make money. I make money in my sleep with ease. It feels so good to be a prosperous being. My authentic self generates wealth.
Okay, wait a minute. Right? Right. Everything comes down to the same stuff, though. Like my authentic self generates wealth. Um, Ease. What's fun? Human design, astrology. We were all created for a specific purpose. Even that everything that's happening in the universe right now, a
Yeah.
specific purpose. And that's why, I can't really get mad at anybody. Even if I date somebody who is a knucklehead, because they bless me to find other pieces of myself. Guess kind of make it a game. Okay, here we go. Let me see what else we have. The J for protection.
Yes.
Um, things in the world as we know it aren't in alignment for, I don't remember because I was writing quickly. Cosmic intelligence always wants me to win.
Absolutely.
Always. So we have to remember that too. Always wants you to win. God is on your side all the time, no matter
Yes.
what's happening. And for me, I would always think about Paris Hilton. Like Paris Hilton, if she doesn't have her purse, she's not worried. Walks in and she wants something, she's not worried.
I love her so much. I
Yes.
love Paris Hilton. She's like DJing now, living her best life. And yeah,
Doing
you know,
what makes her happy.
yeah, and she didn't have it easy either, you know. Like she had millions of dollars, but I know she wrote a book talking about how I forget where she got sent away to, but they were doing it was like child abuse and it was I don't know all of the story, but I know she wrote a book about it and how she was at this facility where they were abusing children. And so I love her.
See, and that's another thing. Like whatever family we choose to incarnate in, we chose that particular family so that we can get those lessons and go out and do whatever it is we're supposed to do. Like
Absolutely.
everything, all the puzzle pieces fit together.
It does.
I mean, really, right?
It does. It really does.
Yeah. So you just can't get mad. Even, yeah. Okay. Okay. With my highest acceptance, let myself be replenished.
Mhm.
That's me. Now, I would suggest you become a cosmic baddie or find out your human design and your strategy and authority so that you'll know how to move forward and how to replenish yourself, right?
Mhm, mhm.
I like you said, source will tell me when it's time to act again. And when I hear it, I just got to act on it because earlier this year, somebody reached out to me about doing trips.
Mm.
I thought, oh, that would be fun traveling with my people.
Yes.
Places that I want to go to. And then you know what I thought? What if nobody wants to go?
Mm.
And I didn't do it.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. The limiting beliefs won that time and it happens.
Yes,
It really happens.
and that's because my feminine wanted to do it, but my masculine was like, I don't know what to do.
How are we gonna do it? Yeah.
Yes, but if you said, Tangie, I'm planning a trip. I want you to come. I want you to come and I want you to entertain the people. I want you to host. I want you to keep them comfortable. I want you to take them through different parts of the city. I would be like, yes. So
Yeah.
I need to go back and do it.
You should do it. If someone's reaching out to you for the trips, absolutely.
Got the invitation and everything. Wait for the invitation. Strategy and authority. Okay, so meditate and call my power back. Spiritual baths, y'all. She mentioned we all have to find botanicals. I did the research. Oh, baby, my baby's coughing. My dog.
Aww.
I did the research.
Mine's looking at me like I'm ready to go outside.
Take me outside. Maybe that's why he's coughing. Okay, we'll hurry. Okay. We do have botanicals in California. Rosemary oil, all of that's good for the water.
Absolutely.
Release just a lot of meditations. A lot. If you're a cosmic baddie, I'm gonna tell you again because I love it. You have access to all Lauren's meditations.
I think I have a free one on my website too somewhere. I think I have a timeline jump one that's free. I want to say I usually have one or two that are free. So, and there's some on my YouTube. I need to put more, but there's free if people need free ones.
I'm gonna find your YouTube tonight because I don't even know. That's Laurén Janelle too.
It's Laurén Janelle CO.
Janelle, what does the CO stand for?
I don't even know. When I made my website, they didn't have a .com. They had a .co. So I just was like, okay. So I just used that across the board. But It don't have no meaning, honestly.
There's a Laurén Janelle toner and skincare. That's not you, is it?
Oh,
Okay.
I do
Okay.
not have that.
All right. Will you please come back on the podcast one day?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Please have me back. I've had the
Because
best time. I've had so much, you were just so much fun, Tangie. And I just want to say I appreciate you so much. I appreciate your energy so much. What you're doing on the planet. You just have this pure, pure, pure soul. You really do. And I just appreciate you and I honor you as a beautiful teacher, as a star goddess actress, and divine, divine feminine and creator. You are just so, so powerful. And you're just so lovely to be around. And I appreciate you. And I can't thank you enough for having me on your amazing show.
oh, you are so wonderful. Yo, this about to be a love fest
I know
because
we're just gonna tell each other how much we love each other the last
yes,
20 minutes.
yes,
We stop.
yes. Thank you. Thank you. No, but that's so good for me. And because what am I working on? That imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
And
There's nothing to be. How can you be an imposter when you are everything? You are
oh,
everything. You are
yes,
everything.
yes,
Imposter or what? Imposter or what?
right,
Please.
right.
In a world of illusions, you are the truth. Okay?
I love it. I love
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for explaining everything. Thank you for filling me up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and take a powerful spiritual bath.
Yes, do
I'm
that. I did
excited
mine before I
about that.
jumped on the call.
Yes. Do we think I should shave my hair down? It's growing. Should I
I
cut it?
love it how it is. Like, keep
Okay.
it how it is.
Okay.
That's just me, though.
So
That's
do
just
y'all
me.
think I should cut it down again
What
because
do
it's
y'all think
growing?
in the chat?
Yeah,
To
tell me.
me, it's perfect.
Just like this.
But that's me. I feel like it's perfect. I love the color. I love the blonde. It looks so good on you. Like, you're radiating. What do y'all think in the chat?
Yeah,
Because that's
y'all
just
tell me
me.
in the chat what you think, please. And I wonder if that's why Spirit told me to cut it off because I felt cute with my locks.
Yeah.
But with my hair short, I feel like a woman, a beautiful
Yes.
woman. And I find that probably because my neck is 58 and I don't want to look like this.
You're like a little bit more like the.
Yes,
It makes
yes,
you stand up a little bit better.
yes,
Posture.
yes, yes,
Well, you
yes.
look
So,
incredible. You look
okay.
so good. And you I mean, 58 is young, but you have a youthful energy. You have a youthful energy. But that's that Leo rising. Y'all are the inner children. You know, you have the
Yes,
inner
yes.
child radiance.
Ooh, Leo rising, Gemini
Mhm.
sun, and Taurus moon.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, that's that Taurus moon that wants to just chill.
Shar, I love you.
She's
She
the
says,
sweetest.
yes, your voice is very memorable. You look amazing. Hair is perfect.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, one thing that I found, you're awesome, Shar. One thing that I found is I had a few people tell me before that when they logged in through my link on Instagram, they weren't able to comment.
Oh.
Isn't that interesting? But when they went through YouTube, then they were able to comment.
But that might be so. But usually, even if you go from Instagram, I feel like it has an option where you can choose to like open in YouTube.
Oh, that's probably the kicker.
That's what
What?
I usually do because I don't even like seeing it just in the Instagram. I just like to be on the YouTube app if I'm gonna watch YouTube live.
Yes.
But that may be why.
that may be why telling the people to open the YouTube, because I find after it, people call me and they say, "Oh, Tangie, da da da." And I'm like, see, but thank you all for tuning in. I see you have a tattoo. What is it?
Oh, this is a diamond. I got it when I was like 18. I forget it's even there. I got it when I was like 18 years old, and I wish I could say it has tons of meaning, but I was drunk and it was my birthday. And I
Yes,
was like, I think I want a diamond.
yes. When I was 16, my mother, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm gonna get off. I'll get off before 9 o'clock, I promise. When I was 16, my mother got a butterfly on her stomach. Her friend was going through the time of life. My mother got a butterfly, and I was like, "You can't have a butterfly, and you old, and I don't have something. I want a tattoo." So I went and I got a tattoo. And while I was getting it, she was saying, "It hurts, doesn't it?" See, this is what it feels like to have a baby, but worse, Tangie. But she let
Oh my
it,
God.
and it's a rose. And I ain't had nothing to do with a rose. But guess what? I changed it to, when I kind of started to come into myself, a lotus.
I have a lotus flower tattoo too. I swear it's on my foot. I'm not gonna show you on my feet because my feet are looking busted right
Gotta
now.
get a pedicure.
And you know what's so funny? My boyfriend, he's out of town. He was just texting me about it. He was like, "Wait, you have a lotus flower tattoo, right?" He's thinking about getting a lotus. But that's so funny because it's a lotus flower on my foot. I'll have to send you. Wait, where's your lotus flower?
There it goes.
Oh,
On
that's
my hip.
pretty.
On my
That's
hip.
cute.
What was it? No mud.
No mud, no lotus.
No mud, no lotus. No
Yes.
mud. So from now on, this tattoo will remind me that every so often I need a little mud. And guess what? I like to play in the mud.
Exactly.
I like to play in the mud. And I'm going to make it a point, y'all. Let's all try to make it a point to really have fun playing this game of life. Have fun surfing through our difficulties, because they've really come to bless us, and life really is meant to be fun, right?
It is. Yeah.
So,
It's about
I
we
can't
enjoy
wait.
the ride.
It's so much I'm gonna do tonight and tomorrow, girl. It's gonna be amazing. They're gonna be like, Tangie. One more question. Now, what about if I have some friends in my life that have been having a difficult time and continuously confess or like live poor? And it's not living poor, is not lack, because I've had lack. Living poor is here.
Yeah.
Because it's like you said about your mother, the people closest to you. My mother would say, what would my mother say? A prophet is without honor in their own home. That's you. A prophet is without honor in their own home. My mother used to say that. And so, wow. And so, what would we do? Because once we start speaking something different, I guess just let them get annoyed, and those who can handle it will stay, and those who can't will slide away.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I have that as well. And the best thing you can do is kind of what we said earlier, like radiate back to them the truth of who they are and extend them compassion. So one, we all know this, right? Like misery loves company, right? We know that. So one, be there as a friend, but boundaries. Okay.
Yes.
Boundaries. If it gets to the point where you feel like it's draining your energy, where you feel like it's too much for you, even though you are trying to help them, even though you're trying to give example, if they are stuck in victimhood, if they're stuck, I forget who says this too. I think it might be Bashar, but he says everyone is where they want to be vibrationally.
Everything is what?
Everyone is where they want to be vibrationally. So, and Abraham Hicks talks about this too. Everyone's choosing their reality. That's why a lot of people don't really like the spiritual journey, because you have to take acceptance.
Yes.
where you are. And that's hard when you realize it's all you pushed out. So
Yes.
a lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people, again, subconsciously enjoy victimhood. We all go through periods of that. I definitely did.
Yeah, I have to, where it's comfortable.
It's the ego loves it. Are you kidding? Because it's a false sense of power.
Yeah.
So what I try to do is I really like, for me, it's all about extending compassion with boundaries. So extend them compassion because they may not be ready to step into their sovereignty yet, but also don't see them as a victim either, because they have a higher self who's ready to return back to home, return back to their autonomy and power when they're ready in perfect divine timing. Like, we're no better than them, right?
Yes.
Everyone's soul has a divine orchestration of their evolution of returning back to self and becoming the own ascended master of their own life. So don't see them as a victim. Compassion as much as you can, and then also boundaries. That's how I try to handle it.
And then also boundaries. Okay, one more question for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay.
If you had one message to give to the world, what would it be?
It's hard to reduce it down to one.
I know.
I want to say two.
Okay, what about this? What about if I gave you have 1 minute?
Okay. So I would say you can't fuck it up. Like, you can't fuck up anything. It's impossible because your higher self designed all of this for your highest good. Your higher self designed everything for you to return to you and to return home and return to the divine and to leave illusion. So you can't fuck it up. There's nothing in your power that you can do to fuck it up because your higher self is such a genius, is connected to source. It designed everything you're experiencing to bring you back home. The other thing is to go drive around with the windows down and blast your music on repeat and remember that you're that bitch. And that's it. That's it, really.
You know I'm gonna have to post that. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I wish I could cuss. Don't fuck it up. How does that sound? Don't fuck it up.
Yeah,
And remember
you can't.
that bitch.
You can't.
That mine out my mouth. Oh my goodness. How's that sound coming out my mouth? Sound good? Did it sound good? Don't fuck it up.
It sounded amazing.
That bitch.
Someone wants a translation into Portuguese.
Right.
I am dead. That's funny.
I love it. Don't fuck it up. And
You
remember
can't.
the
You
best bit.
can't. You can't fuck it up. It's impossible to fuck it up. Even if you tried, you can't. You cannot.
Because everything that's happening is supposed to happen. It's all in divine order.
It was all divinely orchestrated by you.
And we'll make it through faster if we just relax. Isn't that something?
Crazy. It's all about getting out of your own way. All of it.
Okay. Getting out of my own way.
Me too.
Cindy, I'm going to look up the Portuguese translation for that. Okay. I want to play this last video. I know that I started and I stopped it because it wasn't the one that I was looking for. But I love this video. So let me hit y'all with it and then I'll let the dog go to the bathroom. Here we go.
Don't hold back this year. Don't hold back. Because I'll tell you what, not holding back is the exact frequency that will magnetize everything that you're looking for. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, you might confront some shadowy aspects of yourself, maybe other people. Are you not capable? Are you not worthy? Are you not powerful? You can be a being of love and stand in your power. Okay, I love you.
I love you too. And I love that cute little outfit with the little cute little skirt that you had on. Love it all.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness. Oh,
Thank
thank you,
you.
Tangie.
And you
This has
said you
been
will come to
everything. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
We had too much fun. We had too much fun.
I'm gonna have to come to Houston.
Oh, yes, to Texas. You are welcome.
I heard there's a lot of Black people there too.
Oh, Houston, absolutely.
had no idea.
Absolutely.
We don't
Yes.
have a lot of them here.
Well, I'm in Austin, remember? So
Oh,
we're kind of in the same boat as LA.
okay.
And all
Okay.
the LA people, but we can take a weekend trip to Houston.
Yes.
We can drive.
Yes. Yeah,
We
and
can
do
do a
the
little here, a little
podcast
there.
from the botanicals.
Exactly.
Are we naked in the tub?
Why not?
Why not? Yes.
Why
I love
not?
I love it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Laurén.
Thank you so much, Tangie. I love you so much. And I
love
am
you.
sending the heaven high pop. Oh, Tangie, you're not okay. Last thing. And then my dog is literally staring me down.
Okay.
I found a song. Actually, it came up on my Spotify and it's called Heaven High.
Stop it.
It's a song called Heaven High by Genevieve.
What?
She spells it differently.
HBN. That's my license tag. Heaven High.
Really?
Oh
Well,
my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh.
it came on my Spotify. It's just so funny how Spirit works because it came on my radio just a few days ago. And I was like, oh, I like this song. What is this song playing? And I looked at it and it's called Heaven High.
No.
I love this artist. She's great. Her name's Genevieve. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Heaven High. Thank you. Okay. Ah! Okay. What?
I gotta turn it up.
Genevieve, I love it. Thank you for telling me.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a great song.
Okay.
Y'all are on the same wavelength. Y'all are getting the same downloads.
You know how long I've been saying Heaven High?
I remember you were saying you've been saying this for years, right?
1995.
Oh my God.
I was broke. And that Gemini had a lot of time to think. And I sat in that little apartment and I said, hello? I don't want to say that. And I prayed for something else. Okay, I got to let you go because I can talk all night.
I know. We'll just keep going.
I love this. Y'all, I'm going to play my opening one more time because it makes me happy. And then I'm getting off. Here we go. You ready?
I know today, no matter what is happening, things will all go my way. I see heaven and I don't have to wait for you to recognize that love resides in this place. Why not listen ahead? Why you making that face? You be tripping, so think about something different. Why you making just relax with it, ain't no accidents, it's just all for the love.
Heaven High, everybody. Welcome. Thank you.
So amazing.
I love it.
Thank
Good
you
night,
so
my
much.
dear. God bless. Blessings. Oh, somebody's talking. Goddess energy.
Oh,
Yes,
I wrote that. That was me.
babe. Cosmic babe. Okay, y'all, really. Cosmic badass. We didn't even get to talk about how that came about.
Next time. We'll save it for next time. Thank
Bye,
you, guys.
y'all. Good night.
Bye.